the main brace and let loose the Mizzicast.
That was random, straight as we go live. Hello, everybody. It's me, John, aka Nosey. And as you can see, I'm joined by some great people. Unfortunately, Tony's involved. Anyway, but no, we're here.
Sorry for John, so we thought we'd put a stream together, let him believe that he has friends, and then later on we're going to abandon him.
Yeah, just be walking around basically.
Pretty much. But yeah, so we are obviously here. Obviously, it's TFNation next week.
Woo!
So we are here from the Pre-TFNation live stream that I've done for the past 3 years on the bounce, I think. It's become normal now. But anyway, so let me introduce you to my fellow friends that are joining me this evening. Obviously, I'm joined by Silvermoon Sam and Alpha Prime 88. And unfortunately, Team Edward, aka Sam, other Sam. And unfortunately, the Colossal Prime.
Sorry, who?
It was Sound with us, G1.
Thank you. Hello, you lucky bandy-legged Buscemi likes.
How are we doing? How's it going? Are we all looking forward to next week?
Yeah.
3 days left of work. And then the great thing is, next week on Thursday, I will not be on inbound calls. I will be on the coach to TFNation, which is so good that I will not be doing inbound calls. Not that, to be fair, I have much to complain about with inbound calls because it's fairly straightforward stuff. But yeah, inbound calls on Thursday, just sitting on a coach for, however long it is, 4 hours to Birmingham.
It's roughly about 4.5 hours, I think.
4 hours, 27 minutes, 4 seconds, I think. Give or take.
Yeah. But as always, time flies. I can't believe how much time's gone. We're finally here. We're a week away. And as always, it's come so fast. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Definitely.
I was saying to John earlier on, the fact that, TFNation's that nebulous thing that's over in the distance, isn't it? And it's months away, months away, months away. And then suddenly it's weeks away. And then now suddenly it's only 5 days away. It just creeps up suddenly. But in a good way. In a good way. It's not like it's stalking you and wants to eat your brains. Well, you'll be all right. Can't pass you down.
But yeah, I agree with what you're saying, Tony. It's kind of strange just how quickly it has come around and just how quickly time has passed. It's just we're next by when TFN comes around, that's half the year gone.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just then a few months down the line, it's jingle bells. Unfortunately. Don't mention that in my presence either because I hate my work. But anyways, let's get on with this, shall we, sir?
Yes, let's do it.
Silvermoon. What are you looking forward to? Are you looking forward to TFNation? And what is it you are looking forward to the most on the weekend?
Let's go first.
I think our audio's gone.
Yes.
Neil Kaplan. Yes. And also Genryosai Yamamoto in Bleach. That's what me and Sam know him from anyway. But you, Gareth, what are you looking forward to from... I know you're already there for the Saturday, but what are you looking forward to?
No, I'm there Saturday and Sunday. We're staying overnight.
Oh, you're there for the thing. All right.
I'll get the two. Well, generally seeing you guys. Scott McNeil probably is a big one for me. I didn't even know the conventions existed back when he was over at Auto and stuff. So he's definitely a big pull for me. I've actually went for the meet and greet sort of thing with him. So on the Sunday. So looking forward.
That's cool. How about you, Sam? What are you looking forward to?
Just being there. I mean, it's the guests. So it's always good with the guests, but for me, it's sort of really just being there. I mean, getting out of the real world for a few days, not having to worry about anything in the real world, you know, and generally just being able to chill, relax, you know, share good times with good people and have a blast. You know, it's all about disconnecting from the real world. That's what it is for me.
Exactly. It's a big distraction and a very welcome distraction from reality. And the way the world is at the moment, we need it even more than ever, I think.
Absolutely. You do need that distraction. You do need that. You know, your problems are at home. You know, for 4 days, 5 days, how long are you going for? It's you know, they're at home. Fuck that. You know, I'm here enjoying myself. You know.
And obviously, it leaves to you, Sony. What are you looking forward to? Here we go. We're going to be here for an hour. Strap in, people.
Yes. No, but no, I'm looking forward to seeing you lot. You know, hanging out in the bar, just having a laugh. You know, talking about anything and everything, and just acting like a drunk 5-year-old for a weekend. You know what I mean? Running
You don't
around with
just do
toys.
that at TFN, Tony.
Yeah, sorry.
Said you don't just do that at TFN. Every
No,
time
that's
we
every
see
day.
you on Facebook, you've got a picture with you with a pint in your hand.
No.
I'm just thinking that's how I used to see John nearly every time I saw him at the hotel.
Yeah. But no, but you know what I mean. Though it's just the hanging out with my peeps, the peeps who like the same shit I do. You know, not necessarily just Transformers, but you know, all the geeky stuff. We all like the same geeky stuff. You know, within you can find somebody in 2 minutes who likes same stuff as you. And then because when you're at home with your friends or at work, you can't really talk about stuff. You know, it's like when you get excited when you see on your Facebook stream new figures are coming out. Oh yeah, can't wait for that. Look at these coming out. And then the mate's going, oh, fucking hell, what are you talking about? That meeting Scott McNeil again and going to Toy Fu and spending £1,000 on plastic crack.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I can't say much different, to be honest, about what I'm looking forward to. I mean, it sounds like a broken record whenever I talk about TFNation because I repeat myself a lot, and I do apologise if it annoys people. But the fact is, TFNation means a lot to me because it's more the social side than anything else. The toys is good. I love Transformers, don't get me wrong. But the fact is, I go there. What keeps me going to TFNation every year is the people. It's the interactions I've made, the friendships I've made over the years, meeting the new people, meeting old people, meeting Tony, unfortunately. No, I'm joking, Tony.
What the hell are we tonight? It's Team Edward there. Come on, it's right there. You know.
It's usually me.
It's officially pick on Tony night.
Yeah.
Just you wait. You've got 4 hours in a fucking coach with me, boys. So just watch out.
That is true. But this is it. It's just like the banter in the bar, people having a good laugh and playing Cards Against Humanity or whatever else. It's just all that come together. It's just so fun and it's just a great time to be there. Of course, I'm looking forward to meeting the guests. Neil Kaplan, obviously, I met him. Was it 2012 when he came to the UK last?
Yes, it was. Yeah.
So, that was my third convention in a row. So Neil Kaplan, I never actually got to meet him in person because I literally ran out of time. So this time I'm definitely meeting him. Scott McNeil, I couldn't get near the guy when he came last. I couldn't even get near him. So yeah, looking forward to seeing Scott. I just can't believe he's coming. It'd be fantastic. It's just I'm looking forward to catching up with everybody. It's going to be a great time. And yeah, that's that. So what? Has anybody seen the schedule? Is there anything on the schedule you're looking forward to seeing, panel-wise?
Yeah, I've had a glance at the schedule. I'm definitely want to be there for Scott McNeil's panel just because Beast Wars. I grew up with Beast Wars, so getting to see Rat Trap again in person is going to be great.
And also,
I'm bringing the Beast Wars box set because I only have one signature on that, and that's Simon Fairman. So I definitely want to get Rat Trap's himself signature on the Beast Wars box set for sure. But yes, I'm looking forward to meeting him because last time I met him was 2010, so 15 years ago. So yeah, the Scott McNeil's definitely a big yes for me.
Okay.
I'm just looking forward to just getting there. Sitting in the bar and just having it all happen around you. You know what I mean? It's just something you you can't really quantify it in a sentence. You can't really explain it to somebody what it's all about. But it's just that, you know. Oh, God, sorry, I interrupted there. Sorry.
No, it's fine. Take it in turns. Whoever wants to talk. You know,
what I'm looking forward to most is because I have a real brief kind of look at it, because I tend to not really look at it until I get there, because then I'll decide what I want to see when I'm there, if you know what I mean. Because I don't want to plan it too much, because people might be going out, might be sitting in the bar with people, you know, having a laugh and all that sort of stuff. So it's kind of, I'm rearranging it around that. But I do want to see the Dreamwave panel they're doing on Friday night. Because I'm a big Dreamwave fan. It's what probably brought me back to Transformers, quite honestly. And I'm on a quest to get every single issue of the entire run of everything that Dreamwave ever produced. And at present, bear with me. Right, there we are. I made a list.
3 hours later.
So out of everything they did, I mean, functionally, I have everything. So I can read, do the whole, you know, the whole story, read everything. But out of all the alternate covers and stuff I'm missing is 24. That's all I'm missing out of everything. And 4 trades as well. So if I can get some of those at TFN, I'll be very happy. So yeah, I'm on a quest, you see. But I've got most of the rare ones, the rare ones. Like the famous, the rarest one, Ultra Magnus bursting out of the armor. I've got that one, and I got it for absolute steal as well. Sorry, I'm rambling. But
It's fun.
yeah, so that should be a good panel actually. I'm looking forward to that one, and like Sam said, Scott McNeil panel as well.
Yep. How about you, Gareth?
Probably looking to see all the voice actors. I always like the voice actors and the actors and stuff, seeing all their panels. So basically, obviously, Scott McNeil's. Sort of briefly looked at it. I was looking to see what sort of times those sort of panels were on. So, but I haven't actually sat down and planned it out or anything like that. Same as Tony. So I show up, as long as I see Scott McNeil's for definite, and then see how the rest of the weekend pans out. Like, because you don't sort of like leaving people if you're sitting talking to people in the bar and say, "Oh, I'm off. I have to go." At times, but no, I think I've seen, as Sam Team Headford, it says, you know, nail on the head, is I've seen a lot of people posting this time about they can't wait to get there and just get through the doors and leave the outside world behind them, sort of thing. So I think everybody's nearly just sort of needing that break away from reality and such, like, and that's what happens when you get inside that hotel. Like, everyone else outside doesn't really matter at that point, you know, and it doubles. So yeah, I would say panel wise, probably most of the voice actors and stuff. So
okay, cool. How about you? Obviously, I know Neil Kaplan for you, Sam Silvermoon. But is anything else on that you're looking forward to, panel wise? Or
Well, I'm not normally a panel person, but it was like last year when they had the Blockies panel. I bought a ticket on Friday just for that, because I was really interested in that. Yeah, I just normally want to hang around with friends and see what in dealer rooms and stuff like that. But when they had announced the Toy Fu panel, I was like, yeah, I got to go to that, so I bought a ticket just for that. But other than that, I'm more of a just hang around, see what people are doing, you know, just relax and everything.
Scaring people. Sam knows what I'm talking about. It's between me and Sam.
Hey, that wasn't my fault. I was just saying hello.
Yeah, but John, at least he knows what diagonal is.
That comes up every year. That's literally after a certain game of Cards Against Humanity, and I knew what a sex dungeon was, but didn't know what that was. So it's just like, yeah. I've never let it down since.
Don't forget about your trousers either.
Yeah,
I knew that was going to come up.
Oh, John, I've written things down to remember to say about it.
Yeah.
Those you don't know. Last year, in the hotel room, John woke up and a little bit groggy, shall we say, and the first thing he said was, "These aren't my pants."
No,
And then me too, also a little bit groggy. He kind of went, "What?" He went, "But these aren't my pants. These are Colin's pants." And I'm going, "What?" And then he goes, "Oh, he's took my belt and put my belt into his pants." I'm like, "What are you actually saying these things?" And then I just went, "He's got the wrong trousers, Gromit." I'm like, "John, they're the ones you were wearing yesterday." And he goes, "No, they're not." I went, "Yes, they are." I said, "Why would Colin pick up your trousers, unpull his belt out, and then put your belt into his trousers?" He can't take it anywhere.
I will just clarify the logic behind that. Is I woke up everyone else was still asleep, and I woke up at one point, and I noticed he was getting changed at the bottom of my bed, and he was like sat on the floor, and then I went back to sleep, and then I woke up again, and I thought, in confusion with things, with it being dark and stuff, he might have put my trousers on by accident. So I messaged him, asking him, "Have you got my jeans on?" Only for him to say, "I'm not wearing jeans, I'm wearing shorts." And so it's kind of like me getting, and then because I don't know why, but in my confused thing of me waking up that morning, I didn't realize or recognize the lining of the jeans. I generally thought there was somebody else's jeans. That's where confusion came from.
Sorry, I'm reading the chat. Sammy's put, "It's all fun and games until somebody's trousers go missing." And Adam White's put, "Next year, my survival guide will include help for those who cannot recognise their own clothes."
Right, so let's get into these chats, because it's just yeah.
He's going to be up on a panel next year, I can guarantee it.
Oh, thank Christ, they're gonna lay off the Team Edward bit. They've got John's wrong trousers.
So first and foremost, we have to say hello to the Collector 75, Graham. How are you doing, my friend? I hope you're still around. There's 15 people watching right now. That's cool. Hello, Gareth. Not Gareth, Graham, if you're still watching. Andy Prime says hello, everybody. Says I can't wait for Friday, so he's getting there Friday. Sammy, the good old Sammy.
Evening.
Jace, till all I want. And Sammy says, this coming week is going to be a lot of fun. It will be. Oh, come on, it's TFNation.
Oh yeah.
Raymond, oh dear, this is bad. They are crossing the streams.
Try to imagine all life as you know it stopping instantaneously and every molecule in your body exploding at the speed of light.
Jace, robots who fight in disguise. Yes. Gareth, hello all. Looking forward to catching up next week. Yep. It's going to be good to catch up with everybody. It's going to be one of them. I can see it being another whirlwind year, because the last couple of years have been more so of a whirlwind for me because of just the interactions alone. Because literally, I couldn't go 5 minutes without being stopped last year and the year before that. And it's like people recognizing me, first time conversations with people, and I was just like, this is incredible. This is crazy. It's nice. Don't get me wrong. It's a great feeling, but it's just, I was just non-stop in conversation, so I missed a lot of the panels and stuff last year for that. But that's all part of it. It's the people, isn't it? It's the people, in my opinion, anyway.
Auto Assembly 2010 footage. I have a lot of footage. So one of the footage I have from Auto Assembly 2010 includes when I first met Tony. That way, yeah, that
way. Down
there.
That way.
My brain doesn't work like that. Oh, hang on. That way. Yes. Right. Okay. Okay.
You have to remember that when you're looking at yourself on the screen, it's mirrored.
Whatever Tony is over there. Anyway, so I have footage of me of the first time I spoke to Tony, 2010 Auto Assembly, and I asked him, "How much is this?" Because you were selling this. You remember, Tony?
Oh yeah, I had a fucking table then. Yeah.
Yeah, and I bought this off you. This was like the first thing I bought at TF Auto Assembly
It's getting
2010.
rusty.
Well,
the
yeah,
metronome,
it is
isn't it?
getting rusty. Yeah, but I bought this off you. This was the first thing I ever bought at Auto Assembly 2010. I've got the video footage still. I'm walking in, you know, blah blah blah. I literally walk up to your table, and then I literally asked about this, and this was the first thing I bought that day. So yeah, it is a bit rusty, but all the DVDs are still inside. They all still work. So yeah, that I bought off Mr. Thrussell 15 years ago, and I have it on camera. So yeah, random thing for you all. That was the first purchase I ever made at Auto Assembly 2010. Was the G1 box set.
I can't even remember the first purchase I made. I mean, I know one of the first purchases I made from 2010 was a Masterpiece Optimus Prime, and then unfortunately, by the time I got it back to my room, the leg broke.
Yeah.
And I couldn't put it back. But apparently, I found out
that table as well.
Yeah, I mean, like I say, it's one of them things. It's just apparently it's a known problem with that version of Prime.
It's a known problem with that figure. They did correct it later, but yeah, it's the European one, not the Japanese one.
I've heard apparently the Japanese one of that mold's better.
Yeah.
It's the same with the Transmetal Megatron. The Japanese one's better than the Hasbro one because the Hasbro ones are whatever is like real brittle.
I say the Japanese Transformers are always better than the American Transformers anyway.
They use actual plastic instead of, because I know I'm going down on a tangent here, but does anybody remember years ago when Hasbro decided to change the recipe for the plastic quality and stuff? And all the fans were like raging for like ages and all these topical videos at the time.
It was the War for Cybertron. Not Siege or anything, but it was the War for Cybertron video game Bruticus that the vortex kept snapping under the weight of it.
Yeah, I remember picking up some figures and I was just like, it was just hollow. There was nothing to them, and they just felt really horrible in your hands. And you're just like, I'm paying premium 20 odd quid a figure for what feels like something from Fisher Price toys. You know what I mean? It's just like, you know what I mean, and the quality of the cheapness of it.
But only a few years later, you've got the Unicron trilogy, and that plastic is like indestructible.
Yeah, you know? I think the plastic quality's gotten better now. I think whatever they're using now is a bit better.
It has got better now, yeah.
But yeah, there has been issues of HasLab stuff breaking though.
Okay, I've got a question for everyone.
What?
Right. What is the meaning of life? No, I mean, the answer is 42. God. No, so what is the one thing you're gonna come home with regardless? What is on the top of your list?
Ooh.
Purchase wise. I mean, it doesn't have to be a figure, it could be artwork or anything like that, but what is the number one thing you cannot leave that building without?
I have something, but I'll be honest, I seriously doubt it'll be there. The Japanese 30th anniversary for G1 RC.
Oh, the Thrilling 30 one, that mold.
Yeah.
Toifu. You must buy Toifu.
The Japanese variant I'm after.
Try Toifu. John, what are you after?
I don't know. Like I say, I don't really go with a specific list or it's a prime target of a toy or anything like that. But if I saw it, and depending on funds as well, if I happen to see one, Beast Wars Masterpiece Megatron.
Excellent, cheers.
Because I missed out on that first time around and I can't find it anywhere.
Again, first stop. They were likely to have it if anyone.
Yeah, it's just all I can find is knockoffs, and I'm not comfortable with paying for a knockoff because even though people have bought knockoffs because they can't find an official one, but it's the joints on them and stuff like that, and the plastic quality, with them being cheap. But yeah, anything Masterpiece Beast Wars that I don't have, because I've only got 2 versions of the Primal mold and Rhinox, which I got last year. I need to get all the others that are out currently released, because I need to get. I'd love a Masterpiece Beast Wars shelf.
Yeah, Sam, the real Sam.
So this one down is fake, is he? He's a knockoff.
Yeah, he's KO Sam. Yeah, there you go.
I'm bringing the microphone up closer now, just to say that Sam is a very interesting. That one down there is a very special case. He only gets let out on. He only gets let out on very limited time release. That door you see just to his side there is padlocked, and it's got a time code on it, and it comes up when he's allowed to leave and come back. And his computer monitor gives him little orders, so he knows what to do.
I told you what you could do in the basement, John. Come on.
Anyway, sorry about that. But yeah, what Tony was saying. Go on.
I can't remember who it was, but someone posted some things they were bringing, and there was like a load of RID 2001 box
in demand.
Stickers. And I looked at them and went,
I
was going to say, because anyone who knows me knows that I love that series, because ironically, when I was younger, although I knew of Transformers and I liked it, I wasn't into it as I am now. It wasn't until, ironically, Michael Bay. But it's not the Michael Bay stuff that actually got me in. It was RID 2001, mainly because I went into HMV, saw it on one of the plinth things at the front of the store, and it said Robots in Disguise. Now, not seeing anything else other than G1 and a tiny bit of Beast Wars that I remember from somewhere back in the recesses of my brain. I thought it was a G1 version. So I picked it up, bought it, stuck it in the DVD player. Shut up, clock. And stuck it in the DVD player. And when it came up, I suddenly went, why the hell is Optimus Prime a fire truck?
Yeah.
Like, what? But that was my very first instance into Transformers. So that series has a very special meaning for me. So which is why every time I see RID, it's what I go for. But then I have to convince everyone that it's the 2001 version, not the 2015 version, which is annoying.
Yeah, 2015 is horrible. It's
like I've been
getting into it.
I've been on like various like movie tweets and stuff like that, and he's like, "Oh, what's your favorite horror film?" And you've got to go, "Oh, it's Dawn of the Dead, 1978," instead of, because you put Dawn of the Dead, everybody goes, "Which one?" So you've got to. So I've just got so used to doing that. So every time I say a movie, I put the date on it. Anyway, sorry, yeah. So what you have to then, Sam, just RID that you don't have, which I think is about one thing, I think, in it at this point.
You say that. No, I think I saw a box Skybite in there, actually, and a box Scourge.
I did. There's 2 Scourges as well. So
yeah. So I have the recent one they brought out, the Legacy one, is it? The Speedway one. I've got that one, but I don't have an original one.
If you can find it, I'd recommend the Japanese one, because it is nicer. The chrome is a lot nicer on it.
Yeah.
I have that one. It's lovely.
Yeah. So yeah, I will be going straight to that before anyone else can go, oh, mine. No, because ironically, I missed out on on a boxed Skybite because I was just touring the dealer room. This happened to be on the shelf, and I went, "Oh, look, it's a boxed Skybite. Yeah, I'll go get." I think Pete Spells was there that year. I can't remember, but anyway, I saw it. Didn't have the cash on me. By the time I'd gone up my room, bent down again, someone had got it.
Yeah.
And I was just like,
Are you getting the Age of Prime ones? Of course you are. Of course you are. Gareth,
honest,
what are you looking for this year then?
This is the first time that I've actually went to this convention. I don't actually have a real list. I have a few figures that if I see, I'll pick up. I wouldn't mind that Carnivac 2-pack sort of thing. It sold out really on the websites and stuff. Just to have a Carnivac, I don't have any rendition representation of Carnivac, so something like that would be good. Maybe the Sideways, is it from Age of the Primes? From Cyber?
Oh yeah. Noise Maze, that's the one.
Yeah.
That looks good. That looks real good. I like that as well. Sorry, I'm jumping in there. Sorry.
No, as I say, there's nothing really standing out. Instead of bringing my youngest across to me, and she's probably going to be looking more in the tables than I will be. So, so it's just a few bits and pieces that if they're there, I'll pick them up. There's nothing that I'm absolutely bombing into there to buy, if you know what I mean. But you know yourself, you go to past the toy food table or something like that, there's always something that you can't buy.
Did you see Stu's video about toy food?
Yeah, I watched it. It's every year. You're just waiting for that video to hit, and then just the treasures and the wee gems and stuff that
they have a box cassette, man, and that the pre-Soundwave. Yeah. And I'm like, I'm not generally a minting box collector, but to have that, I'd be very happy. And all the other box G1 stuff, and I'm like looking on the video, going right, I'm writing it down and trying to freeze frame it and trying to find the prices on the thing because they're already priced up. And I'm like, right, okay, and then I've worked out, I'm like, shit, I've spent all my money already. Damn it! And I'm saying to everybody, budget, make sure you got plenty of money. But there's that, and then they have the first reissue of Predator King on that table as well. The diecast one.
Yeah.
Which is calling me. I can hear Predator King going, buy me already. And so because I go every year going, I'm gonna get a G1 Predator King, and I come home, no G1 Predator King. So I will lock my tractor beam onto that one very quickly.
all I can say is just don't be a Jermaine, because we all know the story of Jermaine.
His Brave Max.
Yeah, he bought a Brave Max, and then he slowly started to realise, how am I going to get this home all the way to London?
No, I'll tell you the moment it was, when he was in the bar and his little face was all lit up, going, oh, look, I've got this. And I just said to him, how are you getting that home? And his little face just dropped.
Yeah.
Like, oh. But
that's the only reason why I can't buy Brave Max, because I'm going home on a bus. If I brought my car, then fair enough. But I'm going home with public transport. How the hell am I taking it home?
Yeah.
Well, Jermaine found out I got Grand Max last year, and he came over. He couldn't run over fast enough, and goes, it's your turn now, you bastard! Yes, okay, back off. All right, okay. I got it home, all right, didn't I? Managed.
Yep. That's the thing. I mean,
big bag for life went in there. Jobs are good.
Yeah. I like that Jermaine said he had to sacrifice a load of clothes.
Yeah.
And he just kind of used it as just put it in the seat next to him like a child.
I said to get one of them. Them like in the Hangover when you've got the baby hanging in front of you. Get one of them. Put him in that. Get one of them. Yeah.
All right, let's get caught up with these comments then, because there's a lot of them. So
I just want to clarify, Adam, I'm not in the travel agents or an estate agent. I'm actually in the conservatory.
I think he was going away. It's a hell of a trip to come to Birmingham.
Raymond is here saying, I'm pretty sure certain people in the stream are already distracted from reality. Definitely. Trying to be, at least.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Sam, it's the sooner we all get to the bar, the better.
Yes.
Jace. Kamehameha. That has to be the most low-key Kamehameha I've ever done. Kamehameha.
I noticed Andy just asked whether or not I finished Arcane yet.
You haven't, have you?
Can I get to these comments before people start talking to what?
I've only got three. I've got three episodes left of it.
I'm trying to give people at least a second of time on the screen here. There we go.
Oh, so's dad.
Right, let me get through all these. Andy Prime, has Sam finished Arcane yet? Sam?
Well, Sam was trying to explain.
3 episodes left.
I didn't realize it was the next one. I do apologize.
3 episodes left, and I've been at 3 episodes for probably, I don't know, a year, maybe. I just haven't got around to watching them yet.
It's 3 episodes, Sam. Come on.
I know. I'll get around to it at some point. I just end up watching other stuff.
Yeah. Raymond, he says, the only downside to TFNation, it gave Tony his Black Zarak, and he refused to stop letting us know about it. That is true.
Oh, yeah. I got a Black Zarak from Toy Film back in 2019. Yes. And I will tell that story to the end of time.
Sammy, you'll have a lovely time meeting Neil. He's an absolute wonderful man. Yeah, I mean, like I say, I never actually met him in person properly the first time around, but yeah, he seems like a genuinely awesome guy. Same goes for Scott.
He shouted my name through the reception. I'm like, what the fuck shouting me? And it's Neil Kaplan. So, and I'm like, this is the Friday night, so it hadn't even started yet, and he shouted my name across the fucking thing. I don't know why he picked me out, but he is a lovely bloke, really is, honestly.
Graham, the Collector 75 is back seeing Hail again, so he's still here. Nice one.
Hey, Graham. Missed you, dude. Missed your videos. Come on. Bring them back.
Yeah. Need to see the videos again.
All right, let me... Just seeing where I am, sorry. Raymond, check out John Paul Beauvais' panel on Friday. I hosted a panel at the German Cons convention with him. If you are interested about how comics are coloured, that's your panel. Yeah, that's
I'll pop onto that. Yeah. I like Jed.
I am intrigued about that one because I'm not going to go to the Transformers 1 screening, so I'm going to be free pretty much. I'm going to be free pretty much on that Friday evening, so I probably might go to the panels. Coco101 says, genuinely can't wait for TFNation. Won't be staying at the Hilton, sadly, but doubt I will be leaving the bar anyways. That's fine. When me and Sam, that one down there, we are staying at the Moxie this year, this time around, which is literally a 5-minute walk away from the Hilton.
Just don't do what Jermaine did and walk around the whole complex all night.
Oh, that was so funny. Yeah, so literally, he like leaves at it was like something about 5 o'clock. As soon as like 4 in the morning or something, and then he decides to go. And then literally, he's like, it's now completely daylight. I'm still up at gone 6, and I'm contemplating to go in for breakfast in the morning. This was one of my literally 24-hour didn't go to sleep times. So yeah, I'm still talking to a couple of people that are still up with me, and then all of a sudden, after about 2 hours later, Jermaine comes back, and he's like, and I was like, I thought you went back to your hotel room. And he went, yeah, I found out that the NEC shuts at like midnight, and I've been literally walking around the whole thing for the past 2 hours trying to find a way out. And he's like, and he had security coming up to him asking me if he's okay and everything. And it's like he literally he stayed around, went for breakfast, and he bailed at about 8. He literally didn't go to sleep until 8 in the morning. He literally went back to his when the NEC opened up again. He went back to his hotel, had a quick couple of hours, and come back again. I was just, oh god,
mental that boy, mental.
Yeah. But yeah, so like I say, Coco Walt, yeah, don't worry about not staying at the Hilton, and we're not staying. We're going to be in the bar pretty much the whole time anyways.
Let me out.
See what I mean?
Sorry, I couldn't resist.
The time code has allowed him to open the door, look. The collector, Graham says, 1 week away. Feels only yesterday. It was 3 months to go. Yeah. Are you going to it, Graham, this year? Are you coming to TFN? because
I hope so. 'Cause
it would be good to see you if you are.
Yeah, man. Chat.
Where are we? Sammy, it's all fun and games until someone's trousers go missing. Here we go. I'm getting into danger territory now. Adam, next year my survival guide will include help for those who cannot recognise their own clothing. Thank you. What can I say? I just had a momentary lapse of concentration. Called being drunk.
No comment.
Right, so Adam White says, as a reward for surviving a tough week in the city, I reward myself with pizza at the Barbican Centre. The place is a London cultural and art hub, frequented by the artisti. There we go. Artsy. There we go. There's my dyslexia coming in again. And flats here can cost millions, and so I imagined the horrific price I was going to pay for a freshly made medium pizza in such a place. It turned out to be 11 quid for a joke I looked online at. Okay, I don't know what that is. The Hilton Birmingham bar menu, there's version costs 17 quid. 17 quid for a pizza. Jesus Christ. No. Hilton NEC never change. Yeah, the Hilton is ridiculous. I mean, look at that time. Like, was it 12 quid for a fish finger sandwich or something?
Yeah,
20.
20.
It's £20 now. They're charging £20 for a fish finger sandwich that you know is frozen fish fingers from Heron.
Yeah,
it is.
Guarantee it.
I've said this in my survival guide. The result world's fucking 5-minute walk away.
Forward, always.
Yeah, I mean, there's burger places there, there's pizza place there, there's a Nando's, there's a brilliant Japanese place, Karaje. Do like Japanese barbecue chicken, fucking lovely.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good place to go. I mean, obviously, we all go to the Resort World. Yes, you still pay a bit more because you're within the NEC boundary.
Yeah, but I mean, it's
still
place that change, so the prices wherever you go will be roughly the same.
Yes, yeah. I mean, it's still cheaper than the Hilton, of course, but it's it's one of them. Andy Prime says, "Can't wait to chat with you all." Same here. It'd be great to see everybody. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Just make sure Sam is awake. That's Sam down there.
This one down here, not me.
Team Edward.
Team Edward, the one with like sparkly vampires down there.
Thanks, Sam.
I'm still waiting for Adam to come to TF again in the future, and we can have another picture of him with the tripod.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Documented forever.
Dean is here saying, "Hi everyone, how's it going? All good here, my friend."
Mm-hmm.
Adam White says, "Watching Alpha Prime trying to mask the shock of the stream he's gotten involved with."
Yeah, sorry, dude. Yeah.
I think in the future, I'm going to put a disclaimer every time I ask people in. Sammy says, "Holy crap! I haven't seen that TF tin in ages." That's to you, Sam. That Team Edward, Sam. What's he doing?
He's escaped.
He's escaped.
He's escaping.
I can still hear you.
Let's just take a break here and just see what he's doing. He's just randomly just walked off the stream.
You see, a normal person would have done that.
Yeah, it's Steve. The dog wants to play.
Carry on, John.
That can be taken so many ways.
Yeah. It's shiny. Look, squirrel.
Yes, the dog is wanting to play with her stick.
Oh,
That's what you call it, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's even worse.
Yeah.
It wants to play with your stick.
Yes.
You need a girlfriend, bad sunshine. Anyway, great, John. Carry on.
I don't think he can. He's too busy crying himself.
Sorry. Oh dear. Anyway, Robert Kopp says Transformers.
Oh yeah, that Transformer thing. We're going to go to a convention out.
Quality over quantity. Raymond says, I was gifted that tin box by Metronome. Well, nice. As I was one of their fan consultants on those DVDs. Wow, sweet.
Oh, very nice. Some of my artwork's on those DVDs as well, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sammy, we've come a really long way since then. Yeah, we have. My Transmetal Megs is now a jigsaw puzzle. That's unfortunate.
That's not good.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it was at TFN last year that I picked up. I had Transmetal Megatron when I was a kid. I remember having him as a kid, but I don't remember him breaking or anything. So I think he survived my childhood, which is interesting. So I don't recall him being that fragile, but I don't have him anymore. But I managed to pick him up again. I don't know if it was an eBay purchase or if it was. I can't remember if it was TFN. I can't remember, but I got him again. I've transformed him. I've reviewed him. And every time I moved something, I was like, I was waiting for it to go.
Well,
but luckily it survived, so it's fine.
Just so you know, that those figures are 30 years old now.
Yeah.
I think the oldest figure I've got is Dinobot. I've got a mint condition, never opened Dinobot, and it is signed by the man himself. It was the first thing I ever got signed at TFNation 2010. I've never opened it.
Oh, cool. Very nice.
Nice. So, I mean, thankfully, the plastic is slightly better. It is, yeah, like I was saying earlier. Yeah, it's just, it's like at one point, obviously, and understand why, cost and everything, they had to kind of change something because materials were getting expensive and stuff. But yeah, it's just like most of the toys that I would pick up, I was just like, oh, feels cheap and feels horrible. But yeah, I think plastic qualities are kind of returning back to what it used to be, I think, now. I don't know what other people's mindsets is on that, but yeah, I just think like a lot of the more current stuff just feel a bit better.
I would agree with that. Especially whenever we start getting that War for Cybertron stuff again, the new series stuff, and you sort of comparing them side by side with the original stuff. The original stuff seems so flimsy and thin, and yeah, definitely wasn't a good time for them. But no, I think like the Constructicons and stuff are obviously Bone Crusher with being the way he is, like, but
that's the original ones like that, though. To be fair,
yeah, like they feel dense. They feel like there's a bit of something to them rather than like just light, flimsy pieces of plastic. Like they actually do feel a bit of weight to them.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, like I say, I have had a couple of issues with the HasLab ones, like the more recent one that came out, the big, the new, what do they call him, the RID Ultra Magnus and Prime. Some people have been alright, but a few people have seen about like stress marks and stuff, like on the connecting parts and stuff.
I did the fix on mine, and he's fine. Quite honestly, go on. Sorry.
I would need to do the fix on mine. Like I've just put him into as the super mode.
Yeah.
I have no stress marks yet, but I must look to see about that video.
Well, that was the first thing I did. Was when I opened mine up. The first thing I did was check if it had stress marks, and it didn't. But I thought, well, I'll do the fix anyway, because I don't want to be like in robot mode and then come back to it, a month later, and it's,
Yeah.
But I mean, the thing is, though, if you're paying premium price for these things, that shouldn't be an issue. You shouldn't be having to do that.
Definitely not. Definitely not.
I've had problems with my Victory Leo. The tips of the gun barrels, they've just come off. So I've just had to glue them back on.
Yeah. All right, let's see where we are now. Sammy says, I have 2 comics in mind that I really want. I have no idea if they will be there or not, but I'm going to scour the entire hall to find them. Okay, what are those that you were looking for, Sammy? If you're still here.
No, but actually, just to mention comics, I wouldn't actually mind that Exodus or something like that. I don't have that comic book.
Yeah.
Like if I've seen something like that, they'd probably pick that up.
Sure, it'll be about. I'm sure this is the thing. It's one of those TFNation is one of those things where I am sure somebody will have it there.
Yeah,
Likely, yeah.
they even had a Black Zark. I haven't mentioned that yet.
Oh yeah, Black Zarek.
Yeah,
It's the one that's on my shelf right now.
is it still holding
The
up?
very one. If you watch the video with Theo, the one that Theo goes, "Oh my God, is that a Black Zarek?" That is that very one. It's on my shelf right now.
How dare you to transform it?
No, it's never been transformed. No.
Don't even look.
No,
You
I
could
have a Junker Scorponok body that I'm gonna replace the big joints in the tail with, because if I do that, it's just gonna be so at least I can transform it, because he stands fine. The joints in his shoulders are the same on Scorponok, so they're fine. It's just the gold plastic bits that are worrisome.
Yeah.
Anyway,
well, any figure that's got gold plastic on it does deteriorate, and that's the main problem with Transmetal Megatron. It's gold plastic.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, they are still making the odd figure with gold plastic, but I don't think it's as brittle as it used to be.
No, I think the formula is a lot better now than it used to be. I think Hasbro have kind of, because back in the day they didn't expect these things to be around still. You know? So it was just something cool to get you to buy it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a bit of gold. And back when you first got it back in the day, it was fine. You play with it, bash it around, it's fine. But over time,
It's the same with a figure that's been cast in clear plastic as well, because they could be quite fragile as well. Because it's just
they are. But they're not as bad as gold plastic, but the like the second tier down, if that makes sense,
Yeah. Right, Monkey Not Truck says, for me, it's Age of the Prime Skybite and Alchemist. I would say SS86 Hook and Long Haul too, but I don't think they'll be out by then. I would like to get Skybite, definitely, because of Peter, good old Pete. I need to get... If I see one, I will probably pick one up of the Skybites. Because I used to have Skybite. I think it was the Thrilling Fates one. Was it?
Yeah.
I used to have that version, but I don't have it anymore somehow. But I will probably pick the new one up. For Pete, Mr. Spellos.
A loss to us all, mate.
It is. He was like a granddad to us all, wasn't he? It was like everyone's granddad. He was a great guy.
He always remembered your name as well. He the amount, like, I remember the second year he came, we got out of the taxi, and I remember him shouting, not just to me, but to all three of us. Because I remember he recognised all three of us.
Just as we pulled up,
yeah, because he like I said, he just remembered everybody's name, everybody's faces. So yeah, he'd always know you by name. But yeah, a terrible loss, really. But I'll never forget.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You renamed me Fred. I'm not Sam anymore. I'm Fred. So whenever there was a picture of me and Peter, someone put on Facebook, he'd always go, "It's Fred," and I'm like,
"You get one of them name badges, as you know, hello, my name is," and then put Sam and cross it out there, right, Fred underneath. Oh, we've got a Wild Billy in the chat.
Yeah. Right, so Studio Series 86 Prime and Legacy Animated Motormaster. Nice. I've got Animated Motormaster. He's absolutely awesome. I would like to get the upgrade kit for him. It looks pretty cool.
Yeah. I want the
upgrade kit. I've actually got both. I've got Legacy Animated Optimus Prime and Motormaster, and literally I would like to get the upgrade kits for both of them, because it does look really cool, like the combined power up mode. Looks cool. I mean, obviously, I love my Nemesis Primes and like.
Oh, just breaking news. Sorry, just interrupt very slightly. You said Nemesis Prime. They are doing a missing link G1 Nemesis Prime.
Yeah, I saw the pictures from San Diego Comic Con. He looks good.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm like, oh.
I
Sorry.
am a bit of a sucker for anything Nemesis Prime. Anything Nemesis or Shattered Glass. I am, yes, that is me.
I love Shattered Glass.
Yeah, I do.
Just the figures are so expensive, though.
Yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately, they are. Because the thing is, though, like Shattered Glass originally started off with as a convention exclusive.
Yeah, it was BotCon. I think I want to say 2011-ish.
Yeah, it was like a little comic book strip, I think, that they did for it, and it was like a collection of figures. That's why they're so expensive, because that's where it came from. And then Hasbro sort of adopted it as part of the canon, but like an alternate reality.
They did do some mainline ones as well, because I got the Shattered Glass Rodimus and Sideswipe, and that Rodimus is just beautiful. Black and Nemesis Prime colours, black, red, teal, grey, and it just is gorgeous.
Yeah, I like the Shattered Glass, like what I call the Lemmy figure, which is basically Shattered Glass Hot Rod, and he literally just looks like Lemmy with a beard.
Cool.
I would love to see. I know some people don't like the idea of Shattered Glass because it's like seeing Optimus as a murderous scumbag. I understand that, which he kind of is in Shattered Glass. He's a murderous arsehole. He's worse than Megatron, basically. But what I mean is that I would love to see either a special 45 minutes or something as an animated version based on it. Whether it's a full series, maybe not full series, but kind of like just something like maybe an extra like a 45-minute special episode.
Well, I've always said this
in that reality, and just see what it would be like fully animated.
Well, I've always seen it like the mirror universe from Star Trek, where all the characters are all evil, and it's the same thing essentially. But you've got Hot Rod with a beard rather than Spock, which is quite cool. But no, I've always said that because Warner Brothers have been doing DC animated movies for the last sort of 20 years or so, haven't they?
Yeah.
Why not do that with Transformers? Why not do you could do any generation you want. You can even make new stuff up, and just like a straight to DVD, TV movie. I'd fucking be up for that. Could do a G1 one or a RRD one, a Beast Wars one, or whatever the current line is and stuff like that. I'd be more interested in that than some of the shows that have been putting out, because I was not a fan of the War for Cybertron TV show at all.
Yeah.
But anyway, go on. Sorry, John.
Like I said, just yeah. About what I was talking about.
I mean, Shattered Glass animated series. As you were saying, John, I'd love to see that personally. I really would, because it's the opportunity to see, as Tony says, effectively a mirror universe Transformers. I'd love it. I really would love to see that.
That's what I said about the straight to DVD movies that the DC universe had done. A straight to DVD like alternate Transformers the movie, but Shattered Glass one. So it follows a similar story, but it's everything's reversed and that.
Yeah.
I'd pay fucking £1,000 to see that.
Yeah, I mean it'd be interesting because it is like it's a niche within a niche. It's kind of like Transformers is a niche, anyways, because it's like a thing. But it is a niche for when it comes to the collecting side. But Shattered Glass is like a niche within a niche. So it's kind of like, will it have the exposure and interest from the mass if they did that? But I think it would, because it's interesting, because I would like to see Optimus in a totally different light. I'd love to, because like Optimus is like the collection of light, the positive and good in everything. He's like that's what Optimus is. Megatron is a tyrant, but yet even though Megatron's evil, but yet his intentions are kind of good at the same time, because he sees the corruption on Cybertron, and he doesn't like where things were going. So you can
it's not a unique thing to have evil versions of stuff. I mean, DC have done it as well. They've got, Earth 2, Ultraman and Owlman and Superwoman and all that. So it's not a new concept. But like you said, John, I think it would be interesting to see at least a TV movie of it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if it'll ever happen. I mean, even if they just like do the spotlights, kind of do like a series is called Transformers Spotlight, and it basically just kind of like each episode is like maybe like 20 minutes long, and it just features one character.
You mean like an anthology sort of series?
they're like an anthology series where it's basically just like
Yeah.
say, oh, this is Rat Trap, for instance, or this is Soundwave or Shockwave, and you could kind of just like see it from their own perspective, and that would be interesting. And you could do that as a Shattered Glass thing as well.
That's a good idea. Or you could do it like there's one event, because the Simpsons did an episode which is the same thing. They did one event, but they showed it from different people's perspective. So it's like, for example, we're all going to TFN, but we're all going to do it differently because we're all going to do different things at the different times. So a show like that actually would be a good idea. That a show like that, seeing like there's a big like massacre or a big event or something like that, and you see it from like the front lines, the back lines, somebody off planet heard about it. So there's all different perspectives of the same event. That'd be an interesting thing to do. Actually, I quite like that.
Yeah. So hang on. I lost the chats where I was in last. There we go. Andy Prime. Let's carry on with the chat. So Andy Prime says, after Transat Rat Trap. Actually, yes, I'm the same, Andy. I want Quick Strike. I like the third party. I want the Scorponok as well. Oh, have you seen the Transat Scorponok? That looks gorgeous. It literally throws out the legacy one out the window. It was. I mean, what I mean is, I like that one, but it's too short and stumpy.
Yeah.
I know there's the upgrade kit where you can make his legs bigger, but it's like that's not. What's the point? But yeah, I mean, that if I see one at TFN, I'm getting it. I'm getting that if I see it. I think Primetime Toys might have it, maybe, because they kind of go into the third party stuff more than other people. So,
I've got a couple of times. So
I would also say for another figure, I would like the Transart Tarantulas as well, because that looks gorgeous. The Transmetal Tarantulas. Because out of the two versions of Tarantulas from Beast Wars, Transmetal Tarantulas is my favourite because I just love the colours on him. Even though I love Tarantulas as a character, no matter what he looked like, because his normal form and his Transmetal form, but Transmetal just I've always been drawn to really vibrant colours on things.
John, it's shiny.
It's, pretty much. It's always shiny. It's a shiny spider. Yeah, and obviously, I just prefer that version of him, to be honest. So I would love, even though I do have the Legacy one, which is nice. The Legacy Tarantulas is nice, but it's based on his original form. But I would like, anything Transart looks really cool, to be honest. Adam White says, when Fake Sam needs to go back into cryo sleep, they pump the knockout gas through the ceiling vent above his head.
10 parts per million of Neurazine will suit them.
Okay, that's cool, John.
Oh, funny. That's good. I've missed you, Adam. I really have.
The one thing Adam's good at, killing John.
Yeah, it don't take much. Killing me softly.
Oh no, he doesn't do it softly.
No, he just does it painfully with a metal tripod.
Yeah, exactly. Something Sam knows well.
Real Sam is calling in from an estate agency. Obviously, you've already seen that, Sam. So I'm finally getting up to where he was. Someone called Dean Steed says, doing TFN and also my girlfriend getting into it made me like Transformers more. That's really cool. Yeah, I mean, if you've got a significant other that is also into it, that's another great thing as well. I mean, when it comes to TFN, you've got their spouses, you've got people that come that are obviously collectors, but then you've got their girlfriends or wives, whatever, that are coming that are not quite into it as much, but yet they're there still to enjoy the social side. So I've spoken to so many people where they're not so much into it like their partner is, but yeah, you can still get enjoyment from it. That's the thing. It's the social side is so special in that way from TFN, because even though if you're not like, say for instance, if you know of Transformers but you don't collect it, you can still get some kind of enjoyment from it, from just interacting and having a good laugh and talking to people.
That's a lot of the time as well. A significant other is happy because you're happy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the main thing. It's like, I mean, I would love to meet. I too would love to meet somebody that understands and accepts me for what I enjoy and my hobbies and interests.
So,
that is kind of like my dream scenario where I feel comfortable around her and what I do and what I'm into.
Oh, John wants a girlfriend.
Yes, I do. I'm available. Ladies, I'm available. Anyway, there's a lot of me to go around.
Oh, Sam's just going to really scare her off.
Yeah. I give good hugs, apparently. I'm going to stop now. I'm so sorry. Right, Sam says RD 2001 is an incredibly underrated series. Neil Kaplan back. It would be nice to see him again. I would actually, you know what, Sammy? Funnily enough, I've been thinking about Neil Kaplan, not in that way, but I've been thinking about Neil Kaplan coming back to reprise the role somehow, like giving him another chance to play Optimus. Because I feel, even though he only had that one opportunity to voice Optimus between Gary Chalk and Peter Cullen, so, like, you know what I mean? He only had that one opportunity, and I feel like he never had a chance to possibly kind of like do it again or build on the vocal performance of that character, if that makes sense, or build it in his own way. Because I feel like, because with RID, it's a dubbed show. It's not like G1 Transformers where it was all recorded as an ensemble in a studio. Like Corey Burton's over there and Frank and Peter here, and they were like off each other like that in a like an ensemble. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But with dubbed, obviously, it's all through a dub track and everything. It comes over differently because they're literally reading the script and they're just trying to match the lip flaps, But yeah, it's just, I would like Neil Kaplan to have, because I love, Neil Kaplan's got such a great broad spectrum when it comes to his vocal range, because I love him in Voltron Legendary Defender. If anyone's watched that, I recommend it.
Oh yeah, he's not, I forgot about that.
Yeah, he plays Emperor Zarkon. And oh my god, his version of Zarkon is it just sends shivers down your spine. It is that good. It sounds like classical Shakespearean, like bad guy in that way. It comes over. Oh, it's just so good. I recommend that. If you're not, I'm not massively familiar with Voltron, with the original like 80s show or whatever, or the Japanese stuff or whatever. But Legendary Defender, it's by DreamWorks Animation for the animation side. And the animation's great. The comedy side of it's good. It has a really good message to it. All the characters work off each other and bounce off each other, and Neil Kaplan's in it, and it's just so good. What's interesting as well is... You what, sorry?
I said I do like him in Digimon. He played Hawkmon.
Yes. Yeah.
It's a nice little sort of throwback as well, because Peter Cullen's in the original Voltron series.
We're going to see a lot of anime fans at TFN, I think. I honestly do think, because literally you got Neil Kaplan, who was literally kind of one of the kings in the anime dub scene, because literally, obviously he's in RD as Optimus Prime, yes, but he's in Naruto, he's in Bleach, and in 1,000 Year Blood War, which he voiced Genryosei Yamamoto, head captain. I would say he's in Bleach. He plays a couple of characters in Bleach. He's in a lot of stuff. Let's just put it that way. He's in a lot of stuff. I mean, obviously, Scott McNeil, he's in Gundam Wing. The list is endless for him, basically. But
he plays Wolverine in X-Men Evolution as well.
Yes. That's actually one of my favourite versions of Wolverine. In X-Men Evolution, Wolverine is actually one of my favourites from the cartoons. My second favourite, I would say, is it was from the anime version, which is Steve Bloom did the voice for him. So Steve Bloom did a really good Logan Wolverine, and Scott McNeil's another one, but obviously he's also Piccolo as well in the Ocean dub. And
he's in Stargate SG-1 as well.
Yeah. mean, like I say, it's going to be an interesting year, but I am not surprised TFN is pretty much near capacity again this year. Have you seen the news about TFN? It's like,
yeah, I've read about it. They're basically pretty much a full sellout, aren't
they? Yeah, like Saturday is like 98% complete. 96% for the Sunday, which is unreal for a Sunday.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, usually it's like I mean, it's busy, sure, but I mean,
ClubCon sold out.
Yeah,
I got my tickets when I did.
And I'm just like, I'm not surprised by the sellout for ClubCon, mostly because of the script reading they've announced. And I'm looking forward to that, because when I heard that, I was like, oh, this feels like they did Transformers Animated, where they kind of did what would have happened if they made another season.
They're also doing, like, you know, when they did the Transformers, the first Transformers the movie script draft. You remember that as well? A few years ago. Chris and Jim are doing that. Then they're doing the script reading after it as well. So it should be very interesting.
And also on the Sunday there is a panel for that as well.
Yes,
there's a supporting panel on the Sunday for it as well. So I will be there for that.
Yeah,
right, let's go. Carry on, because literally, good God, I've never been this busy with a chat.
I'm just having discussions and things.
Well, that's the whole point. We are talking, but I like to give people a momentary mention.
Sorry, Gareth, we've been talking over you. You know, sorry.
No, like I said, there's no structure to these. If somebody wants to talk about something specific, just talk about it. I mean, like I said, even though I'm hosting it, but it's fine.
Who has we all have a holy grail, right? So this is my holy grail. It's not even a figure, but it's my holy grail, right? It's my season 1 of Prime, Sam, Bath, Frank, and Pete. So that's my holy grail.
Sam,
yeah,
I'm your best friend. Can I have it?
No, you can't have it. No, I queued for 3 hours to get their autographs, so you're not having it.
Oh yeah, we was there, weren't we, Sam?
You were, yes.
Didn't come because
you didn't.
What was it? I'm going to be seeing him in August. So it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. That worked out in my favour, didn't it?
That Connors well, Tony. I need to say this because you and me, we had the digital tickets on our phones. Yeah. And I remember when we got there was a massive queue for people who had it on paper. Yeah. And we just walked up to the gate and we're like, there's our tickets. In you go, lads. And we were just like walking past everybody.
Yeah, because to be fair, we didn't wait that long for Frank and Pete, did we? Because it was fairly close to the front.
Yeah, it's about an hour and a half.
And of course, I saw a lot of TFN.
That is my holy grail.
Yeah, that's one of my holy grails. This is Transformers the movie on DVD. Signed by Frank and Pete, Dan Gilvezan, Stan Bush, Greg Berger, Paul Harding, I'm trying to read, Hal Rail, Sue Blue, Malcolm McConaughey is technically not in it, but I've got him on there as well. And it's one of my absolute. And also, this is the one that Chris McFeely does the commentary on, and he signed it as well. The first time I met him as well. He signed it, and if you can see it there, Chris McFeely. Oh, nice. The basics, Chris McFeely. Yeah, so that's if I can get as many autographs on there as I can. What I'm going to do is, like, when there's no more available, shall we say, I'm going to frame it. You know, like when you get them, when you see the music discs, when it goes platinum and it's framed like that. Yeah. I'll get it done like that. Yeah. So I'll frame it with the thing like that, with the 2 discs in it and the booklet as well. And then it'll just be, a thing
immortalized.
Yes.
Immortalized, as I call it.
I do have another autograph on this. I honestly completely forget her name. She signed it at the bottom here for me. She was one of the writers for Pram. I cannot remember her name.
Scott.
Diane.
That's it. Yes, that what Tony said.
Margaret Scott.
Yes, thank you, Tony. Yes, she signed it as well for me. So I've got 3 signatures on that.
Well, I'm not going to run out of copies of Transformers the movie to watch, am I?
No, I've got about 6 or 7 copies.
I managed to get that. That's the same version I've just showed on that's signed, but this is really hard to find. I managed to find it in CEX for 50 pence. And I looked on eBay, they're going for about 90 quid, that particular version.
Oh, by the way, Sam, speaking of Prime, Transformers Prime you just showed. No, sorry, that one down there. Sorry. Team Edward. Did you get Somali Montano's signature when she came to TF? Was it TFN or Auto Assembly?
It was the last Auto Assembly.
Somali Montano?
Yeah.
Sounds like he's loading the brain.
She was RC in Prime.
I do have her autograph. Not on that, but I have it on the first edition RC figure that they did. So I do have her autograph. So I had to think there for a minute. I was like, ooh, oh yeah. I did get it. She signed my first edition Prime RC. So yeah, I do have her autograph.
I've been in my kind of like, I'm going to be watching some more tonight. And
someone's having a disco there.
It's just getting a bit dark in this conservatory.
So we showed off our special things. So
easy, Tony. There's a lady present, you know.
What's your prized possession? Go on. The one thing, if your house was burning you down, you'd have to run in and pick up. What's that?
Well, to be perfectly honest, I'll be rather honest. If the house,
Sam.
I thought you said everyone.
Yeah, but because Gareth, we're talking about Gareth. Go on, you go, mate. Go on.
Oh, it's the most prized Transformer possession I've got probably is my G1 Grimlock from back in the day. Just he's still standing up there with the rest of the Dinobots, but
Nice.
just that's always stuck by me from back in the day. Whenever my cousin got me into it, the Transformers, like, so that's probably my most prized possession that I have in this collection. Like, I'm looking at it, it's just right behind where I have the camera. Like, so.
Oh, nice.
So,
it is a good figure, though. I mean, I've still got mine from when I was a kid too.
Yeah, I mean, it was fantastic back then because it was a dinosaur and a robot, and it was just.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's what the kids love most: dinosaurs and robots. Why not put that together?
Correct.
I think it's obviously, yeah. I mean, if it's one of the major old things, isn't it? It's like, I mean, I love dinosaurs. Even now, I love dinosaurs. Anything T-Rex, anything carnivore is my favorite. But yeah, I'm kind of like piggybacking on what you say. It's just like, I mean, I love Grimlock, of course. Grimlock's my favorite out of the Dinobots, and even though they're all cool, but it's just Grimlock. He's just like, he's the king, you know.
But I mean, I like Sludge. Sludge gets no love. I love Sludge.
Sludge is cool, yeah. But I'm just saying, he's a T-Rex, Grimlock, you know.
So what's your prized possession?
Tiny arm. You what?
What's your prized possession and Sam Silvermoon?
Oh, I thought you were talking to fake Sam.
Real Sam.
I should have a little name in the corner, real Sam.
Yeah. Change it, yeah. Real Sam.
Probably either my boxed Japanese bullet trains.
Ooh.
Or my signed Prime that I got by Neil Kaplan.
Oh, very nice.
Ooh, nice.
Yes. So, but it's really hard to choose because I've got so many things. I'd be like, I'd probably die in a fire because I'd be indecisive.
Yeah. What should I rescue? What should I rescue? I'd be like, no, I'd get the whole fire truck and just throw it in there. Go on, save it. Don't worry, I've got Inferno. He'll help me out.
So you have a choice.
Beast Wars one. He's setting fires. Ah, shit. Wrong one.
You have a choice. You can either be saved by Prime fire truck or Inferno fire truck. Take your pick.
Oh, it's Hotspot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And what's he called? The Micromaster. Hot House. Hot Zone. Jeff. I don't know.
Jeff.
Yeah. All right then, Team Edward. What's your prized possession apart from your Sound Prime?
To be rather honest, it's not actually a Transformer related thing. If I'm being serious as well, if the house are on fire and and there's one thing I had to save, it'd be this computer. I'm being serious because it's just generally how much money I've spent on this computer. That's why it's the most expensive thing I own. So I would save this. It took me 2 years to save for this computer to buy all the parts. So yeah, I would save it.
Fake Sam. I can see you trying to attempt to literally, like, you've got your monitor under one arm and you've got your computer under one arm. You're juggling everything for your computer and then the flames get you, and when the fire brigade come, they just see a charred remains of you just cuddling your.
Probably what would happen.
No, what it'll be charred remains of Sam, but just two perfectly preserved arms just out the fire with this computer. Go on then, John. What's your prize possession? What's the thing that you?
We've got real Sam now.
You what?
Well,
The Silvermoon is now real Sam.
Sorry. Just before you go, John, fake Sam, you've just told every burglar in the universe what the most expensive thing you want is.
Yeah. No,
True.
Go on,
So
John.
I wouldn't be too worried.
Yeah, go on, John. What's your favourite thing? Most prized thing?
Ooh. I'm probably going to bring the mood down a little bit with this one, but it's one of them. But I would say, when it comes to a figure that I will quite happily run into the house to get, would be Masterpiece Optimus Primal. What Beast Wars Optimus Primal? The reason for it is that figure was the last thing my mum bought me for her before she died. So it was kind of like she got it from, I think it was my birthday that year. And it was like, so it's just for sentimental reasons, I would save that one over anything else. Everything else can literally just go up in the flames, but that one figure is kind of, every time I look at it, it reminds me of her, so.
Yeah.
So it's just more sentimental more than anything.
Well, yeah, that's it, you know.
Not everything has to have a price tag on it. It doesn't have to be.
Oh, no.
Because that's the truth of it, and it doesn't need to have a price tag on it or be worth anything. As long as it means something to you, that's the main thing.
Well, that's it. I mean, I've said this to people before about it's not how much the thing is what joy it can bring you. I mean, you can go, like say, for example, if it's something that you really, really want and it's £400 and you've got £400 and you've been saving it up, you go, fuck it, I'm having it, it's mine. And then, you know, you're happy because you bought it. It's not about the £400 that you used to pay it. It's about, I'm happy, I've got this thing and it reminds me of this, that and the other. And I've said for a long time that when you look at your figures on your shelf, I mean, most of them in my little room now, but when you look at a figure on the shelf, it's not just, say, Optimus Prime, for example, it's not just the character and it's not just the, what, you know, the show you like or anything like that, but it's also a tangible memory. A lot of the stuff that I've bought at TFN and Auto Assembly in the past, and what people have given me as well, you look at it and you instantly remember that moment when you got it, you know? And it's like the same for you, John, as well. You know, it's like that thing that your mum bought you and you remember you getting it and stuff. So it's more about like I say, a tangible piece of your memory or stood on the shelf.
Yeah.
You know, like what you were saying, Graham, about your original G1 Grimlock. You know, it's just that sort of thing. You remember it, and you remember, you know, where you got it and who got you it and all that sort of stuff. Because my G1 Grimlock and my Sludge, my Nana and Grandad bought me when I was wee little, and I still have them. You know, so I mean, they're not in the best of shape, but I still have them, and I couldn't replace them either. You know, it's that thing.
That's like mine's are.
Oh, I think you stopped.
Yeah.
Darker than together. Very well, but they're just, I collected them over the time, seeing them in the shops and stuff like that. And I wouldn't let any of them go now.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, I mean, I could go to Toy Fair next week and get a boxed G1 Grimlock, for example.
Yeah.
But would it still be the same as my old knackered one?
No, it doesn't have the same memory. That's it.
Exactly, yeah. So
it's like you say, it's like, even though some people won't understand it, but it's the fact that it's like your childhood toy. I mean, I kind of wish I still actually have my old childhood toys. Because like I say, I used to have Transmetal Rat Trap when I was a kid. I had Jetstar from Beast Machines. I had Optimal Optimus. I had Beast Machines Primal as well. I had a couple of figures I can remember top of my head. But I don't have any. I had to have everything else. Everything I've got now is like being rebought over time. Like so, but yeah, it's just unfortunate. I wish I kind of had. I kind of kept or still had, or my parents kind of kept for me, like put away somewhere. But no, it was one of them things. Is like I'm getting older now. You don't play with toys and got rid of everything. So
that never gets me. That
it kind of annoys me. My dad's on my case all the time for what I've got now. Is like
Same.
Your room's like a bloody fire pit. This kind of there.
Same. Right.
So,
okay.
yeah.
I've got another question. Got another question for you all. What is your favourite TFN/auto assembly moment? At the moment you realise that this is the thing, but just your favourite moment from
walking into the dealer room for the first time.
Yeah, that is a magical sight. Yeah, I must admit, because there's that picture of Julia on the website, and her face is like she just walked through the pearly gates, and Go on. Anything else, Sam?
Fake Sam, I mean.
Fake Sam, yeah.
I'd probably say just probably all the random crazy memories. There's always something that happens. Like a couple of years ago, there was the incident with the naked man.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Just random stuff that happens.
I didn't see it. I didn't see it. People told me about it.
Yeah, I didn't either, but I heard about it. Like I was like 3 a.m. or something. A bloke walks out the lift, start naked, and then walks up to reception and apologises and states he's locked himself out his hotel room. Something along those lines.
But okay, just a number of questions pop up with that. It's like, firstly, all right, okay, I understand some people sleep naked. I get it. But what was you doing outside your room, start balling naked? If somebody knocks on the door, you grab a pair of pants or something. No, it's put on.
I think he was drunk. From what I've heard, I think he was drunk and he accidentally, walked out of his room and probably thought he was walking into the shower or something. But yeah, it's stuff like that, just random stuff that can happen, like diagonal and trousers and other stuff like that. It's random stuff.
Yeah. Go on, Gareth. What's your favourite moment from the ones you've been to?
Probably the same as what Stan was saying, like the walking into that dealer room for the first time and just seeing wall-to-wall figures and stuff. Meeting probably Greg Berger was a big one for me. Obviously, Voice Grimlock, favorite. Listening countless number of times on the VHSs that I had of Transformers, and then probably a big thing for me too was meeting the community, watching you guys in the videos. I remember meeting you, Tony, in the dealer room for the first time and stuff. It was like, watching all your videos beforehand and all that sort of stuff, and then actually physically meeting you and to be able to talk sort of thing. Like, you can't, those things stick with you for forever. When you finally get to meet these people that you only see through videos and stuff, and you can just sit down and have an actual chat with them. Like, it's like it's not just make believe on a video screen or a TV screen. You know what I mean? So it's the big things with TFNation, isn't it? Like, you've got the bots, you have the community, and then just that general vibe about the place. Like, it is brilliant. Like, I really, really enjoy it, and I really can't wait to make the hotel at 8 o'clock on Saturday morning. I'll be there. So,
yeah.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, it's. I've been to other conventions. I've been to Star Trek conventions. I've been to general conventions and stuff like that. But there's never one that I've, sometimes looked to the guest list of other conventions. I'm I'm not really bothered, like or I can't afford it and something like that. But that because I'm coming back to my first year. I mean, I'll go around the group, but yeah, that first year something happened. It was like lightning in a bottle. It just kind of, okay. All these people, seeing people that have done YouTube and, and they're out there on the balcony. It's like my YouTube playlist is outside. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Yeah. So I get it. Sam, Silvermoon, the true Sam. Too many people call Sam stupid.
I did say we might get confused with two Sams on the stream.
Yeah. Well, he's put fake Sam on his thing now, look, so. And you put real Sam. Yeah. So, the real Sam, what was your favourite moment of all the years you've been going?
Probably my volunteering, to be perfectly honest.
Ooh.
No,
Because
Oh yeah, you used to do that. Didn't you? I'll tell you
I
that, yeah.
did, yes, way back. Because I was what was it? I used to look after the guests.
Okay.
Back in Auto Assembly. So I have a lot of fond memories, especially the one of what's his name? The guy who played Perceptor. I can't remember his name. It's gone out.
Paul Harding.
That's it. That was, I think, that was the year Peter, the first year Peter had come over, and it was with Michael Bell as well, I think.
Michael Bell, yeah, and Alison Coleman.
I was just standing there, watching the opening ceremony, recording it on my phone. There is actually somewhere on, I think from somewhere on Facebook somewhere, that you've seen my video. All of a sudden Paul Harding comes up and he goes, so what's your name? And he looked at my little thing I was wearing, my little lanyard, and he went, Sam, is it short for Samantha? I went, yeah. Next thing I know, Paul Harding drags me on stage with Nikki, and we're both standing there going, hey, what, who, where? And all you see is a sea of people looking at you, and I'm standing there going, what? Your brain just collapses.
Yeah.
Just like, what? And then there was another time. I can't remember if I was volunteering that time or not. It was with Gary Chalk.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
There was, I can't remember who it was, but there was a group of us that were on a video call with Gary Chalk before he'd come to Auto Assembly. And during that talk or that stream, whatever it was, I'd never been on the stream with a voice actor before, or even a guest that had been coming to the thing. So my entire thing, whenever someone was just like because one time he'd completely, because I had what was it? I had like a little message on one of my things. I can't remember what it said, but for some reason, out of the blue, Gary Chalk just suddenly messaged me voice chat, and I stared at it for like 3 minutes, going,
It's real,
what? Yeah, what? So eventually, I answered it, and he goes, "Oh, you were in this chat," and I was like, "Yeah," and the entire chat was him talking to me and me just going. So I was sitting. I think I was sitting in one of the aisle seats during this auto assembly. And this, I think it was the opening ceremony. He'd walked past me and the thing, and all of a sudden he stopped, looked at me, and he went, "Oh, it's and I just sat there and I went, "Oh my God, don't remember me for that." Entirely out of the blue, we just stopped, looked at me, and he goes, "Oh, it's and I'm just like, "Oh no," and that is actually two embarrassing memories, but it's something that you think you remember.
Yeah, that's it.
Exactly.
Oh, that's nice. So, John, what was your favourite moment?
There's quite a few moments, really, for different reasons, but obviously 2010 was my very first ever convention, ever time of like moving out of my comfort zone.
You had hair then as well.
I had hair then, yeah. I had golden locks. I had long golden locks back then. Back in 1942. That's what I feel like now. I feel old. Anyway, but yeah, back in 2010
If you feel old, you make the rest of us feel old. Don't worry about it.
But yeah, Auto Assembly 2010 holds a very special place in my heart because, like I said, it was the first ever convention, really broadening my horizons, sort of thing. Obviously, it was also Sam as well, fake Sam. He came for. It was our both of us. It was the first convention, and so getting there And I remember a couple moments from that event, like first time, obviously the first people I ever actually spoke to as going into the hotel. This was at the Holiday Inn in New Street in Birmingham, the legendary hotel that was. And then I remember walking into the reception area just to be greeted by Jared Wolfgang One and Johnny Dwarf Pornstar, and it was the first two people I had the interaction with. Me and Sam had fake Sam had the interaction with, and
Got that on video.
yeah, we have. I've got that.
He's a good lad.
Yeah, I've got that a part of my vlog as well that I did, and so that kind of like I was really nervous at that point, obviously, and but that kind of like made me feel a bit better having that little joke of interaction between. I mean, you can only kind of like presume what it was and the way it was with Gareth with Jared and Johnny Dwarf Pornstar. But yeah, that was really fun. That was good. And then obviously going up obviously dropping off our bags and everything, and finally getting there and getting checked in, and then going up to the bar for the first time. And I remember this feeling, and I had it twice that year. And going into the bar for the first time, it was almost as if I got hit by an invisible brick wall. And it was kind of like my anxiety and everything just hit me all at once. And I didn't quite realize just how much that would impact me, because I walked in and I literally stopped dead, and I was just moving my eyes, nothing else would move. And I'm seeing all these people that I've only ever seen on a small monitor on YouTube before that. And I'm like, this is unreal. I've never been in this situation before of all this many people that are into the same thing I am. But eventually kind of like talking to Sammy Skullgrin, talking to all the people that were there that year, everybody that I met in 2010 and after. And it just really helped me beyond words, like become a better person in that way. Like with like, I've never been when I was a kid or when I was younger, I was never good at making new friends. I was never good at approaching people and talking to people outside of my comfort zone, outside of my family and people I knew from school and stuff. But yeah, that was a very special moment that I always remember. And also the first time, like everyone else has said, first time going into the dealer room in 2010, having that, was like never seen so many toys in one room before. And then I will say Stan Bush is a good one. Stan Bush is a great moment when Stan Bush was there. Just seeing that man on stage and everyone's singing Dare and The Touch, and just like that gig was incredible.
Never in a million years would I thought my 5-year-old self watching that movie for the first time would I firstly get to see him do the song live in front of me and meet him afterwards. You know what I mean? It was crazy.
Yeah, I mean, getting to meet him in person and having the photo with him and everything, and seeing him perform was just incredible. That holds a very special place in my heart. And also I will say this: getting recognised by the guy who played Sideswipe in.
Yeah, because he shouted your name on stage and you weren't even in the dealer's room. You weren't even there. You was in the bar somewhere.
I remember that so well, because you wandered in, John. You wandered in minutes after. I actually caught you wandering in, and I'm like, John, where have you been? you just missed your name shouted out. Where were you?
I kind of kicked myself for that, because I was in the dealer bit at the back and I never heard him shout my name, because obviously it was too loud back there. And then all of a sudden I get in a phone call or text message on my phone. And it was from Fake Sam, and it's like, you're just being shouted out to on the stage, and so I rushed to the front stage, and it was that moment I just passed, so missed it by minutes. But that moment in the bar with Andre Sagalusa, I just remembered his name, Andre Sagalusa. That was Revenge of the Fallen Sideswipe.
Yeah.
And literally, I've never met the guy before in my life, but for some reason he was watching my videos. He was watching my YouTube stuff for TFNation and stuff. And so he just came up to me. I was just talking to a group of people, and Andre comes up to me in the bar, and he just goes, "You're Nosy, aren't you?" And I went, "Yes." I'm looking around thinking, if this is like that TV show called Punked. Do you remember Punked?
Yeah,
And I'm just waiting for somebody to come out the back, coming out the room next to me, and like, this is a wind up. But no, it's like, you're nosy, yeah? And I went, yes. And I was like, I love your videos. I watch your videos. They're really good. And I'm like, what the hell? You're the celebrity. I'm just someone who makes videos on YouTube. And literally, we had this conversation back and forth, and he just said, and he said to me, come to my table tomorrow. I've got something for you. And I went, okay, I'll come and see you tomorrow. So fast forward to the next day, and I go to his table, and I shake his hand and meet him, and he gives me a free print, which he signs, which is really nice of him. Didn't charge me, which was really nice of him. And then he basically just whispered into my ear and says, oh, by the way, Greg Berger says hi.
Oh.
And why that moment is kind of palpable is because I got a random comment on a video that I did talking about regrets, and I said about I met him once when 2011, I think it was 2011 when Greg came to Auto Assembly. I kind of like feel that I messed up a little bit with bringing too many things to get signed, so I kind of like it was one of them things, and I noticed he was getting a little bit because of the queue behind me. So I learned my lesson through that, not to bring too much stuff. And so basically, he obviously, I got a comment on that video where I said about that, and he basically I was random comment saying, it's all okay. There was something like that. And he said Greg Berger, and I thought, that can't be Greg Berger, the Greg Berger. I just thought it might be a fake account. But apparently Andre and Greg are good friends in real life, and
together, I think.
And apparently he just bent in like that and just went, yeah, and Greg says hi. So he literally kind of confirmed that Greg Berger, the Greg Berger, commented on one of my videos once. I was like, that is a moment that lives on. And one extra thing was the quiz that everybody did on the year that my mom passed away. Obviously, that year, when my mum passed away, obviously I wasn't too sure about going to TFN that year, but I'm glad I did. But the social aspect that year really helped me on a massive scale. Like, really did.
When my mum passed as well, it was that weird year of 2011 when everybody seemed to have died that late year. It was real weird, and it was there's just an air about it and that, and it was the year of the riots. It was like Birmingham got smashed up and all that, and it was just a really strange year overall. People have injured themselves, and very strange, very, very strange that year. But I was about coming myself, and I thought, no, do you know what? My man would want me to go. I'm going.
Yeah.
So, anyway.
But it was cool because obviously it was the first time I got invited on stage to do that quiz panel thing with Smizno and everybody and Few, and that it was just a really nice. That's why I always say the social aspect is my most important thing when it comes to it, is because that is the true meaning of it. It's like we're all fans, we're all there for the same thing, but yet it's
the true meaning of Christmas.
Yeah, it's just like.
Well, it's just like Christmas.
It helps so much,
But yeah, my favorite moments was obviously Black Zarak, right? Yeah, yes, Raymond. Yes, I mentioned him again, but it was that moment of, you've seen pictures of it, and I saw it in a glass case once, and it was one of those things that I'm never going to own. It's one of those things that I'm never going to see again, and but now I have it, and it's on my shelf. It's a weird thing. So that was a good moment. The obviously Stan Bush tournament thing was brilliant as well. Concert was fantastic. But one of my favourite memories, and it goes back to 2009, so 16 years ago, was my first year, and that was the first year Greg was there as well. So come back to Greg Berger again, and then basically he sort of materialised in the bar and went round every single person that was in the bar and said hello. Not just, hi, I'm Greg, thanks for coming, and moving on to the next. He was generally wanting to know you, wanted to talk to you and stuff. And I must have spent half an hour, 40 minutes talking to him. Then he moved on to somebody else, and blah, blah. I don't know, the weekend's going on great and stuff. And then, get me autographs Saturday afternoon, and then Saturday night, a certain Mr. Dave Wallace said, "Oh, we're doing a podcast. Do you want to? We're going for food, and we're going to do a podcast. Do you want to come?" Yeah, okay. So this is a real Hull moment, right? So we got to the takeaway, the one opposite the hotel, and everybody's getting food and stuff like that. And I'll just get burger and chips. It's fine. I heard the bloke say, "Do you want salt and vinegar?" But my brain, being a Hull fake salmon, John will know this. Chip spice.
Chip spice.
Right. And we're all tucking and talking and stuff like that, and what we've bought and all that. And then I took a bite of the chip. Like, there's no fucking chip spice on these chips. And everybody's looking at me as if I'm mental. Out there in Hull, they put what we call chip spice, American chip spice, even though it's not American. It's called American chip spice on takeaway chips, right? Or fries for you Americans out there. And basically, it's just like paprika salt, essentially, is what it is. But it's fucking lovely, and you put cheese on it. It's amazing. Anyway, I'm sort of going like that. Anyway, we're talking away. The podcast is going on. Greg mentioned this last year on stage, and he mentioned the fact that we're sat there and we knock on the door, and there's Greg Berger there, and he comes in, and we're all shouting over each other and stuff like that, trying to get our word in and all that. And then Greg comes in, and he just starts talking. The room goes silent, absolutely fucking silent. I'm listening to Greg, and this it's just like the most surreal, you going, this can't be happening. This Grimlock in front of me. What's going on? How is this? My first year, and here I am amongst it all. It's one of my favourite memories of the whole thing. And like I said, I'm in a room with Dave Wallace, Copper Commander Andy, Nicole, Mikey, Rogers, Chris McFeely, Jeff, who Wallace calls Adam for some reason. I don't know why. And then Simon Ski as well. And we're all in the room there, and it's just amazing. There is a video of it on YouTube if you go look for it. And Greg mentioned it last year. And while he's mentioned, Dave mentioned it, and I'm sat in the thing going, I was there, trying to find a picture and then tweeting it to everybody. I was there, I was right in the middle. Yeah, that'll go. Because I was umming and ahhing about going, and what made me go was Greg Berger was going to be there in the first place. It's like, what are the chances of me going to meet a G1 voice actor? Was the rationale for it.
Yeah.
And here I am 16 years later going back again, and then meeting you lovely people. And like you said, going out on the balcony and seeing everybody out there, your YouTube playlist. One of the most realest moments of my life was that. It's like, they're actual people, who would have thought? And it was just great, just fantastic. And wouldn't change it for the world.
Absolutely.
Yeah. 16 years later, doing it
Let's
again.
Get caught up on these comments. I'm still far from finished with these comments here, so. Yeah. But yeah, I mean that's the thing. It's just like there's a lot of moments. There's more than one, But it's just, I think for me that they definitely are the highlights. I mean, obviously Stan Bush is a big one, and just being recognised by a guest of honour, which is just surreal. And then having like the confirmation that Greg Berger commented on one of my videos.
Yeah,
it's like, what the hell? But it's just
this person. No, do you know me? Yeah, it's that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But then another thing as well. Sorry, John, I'll get you on in a sec. But there's another thing as well. It's like because a lot of the comic guys go every year. Nick Rose, James Roberts, Sam Fairman, John Paul, and stuff like that. And they kind of become friends because you just start chatting to them because they've been there every year. You're going there, and it's like, well, I know this person. We chatted. And Simon Fairman said to me, he goes, "I've been watching your videos." I'm like, "What? You watch my videos?" I mean. There is part of me going, the egotist inside me going, one day I'll be signing autographs there because I have signed autographs, which is weird. People come up to me and go, "Oh, did you sign this?" I'm like, "But I'm just this Stu over there, he's bigger than me, But yeah, people want my autograph. It's weird. But yeah, the dream is to have my own table, signing prints, signing prints of this, going, yeah. Watch my channel. Which I got a new subscriber as well today so that's happening.
That's good.
Sorry, I derailed it there. Sorry, but yeah,
it's fine. I mean, like I said, it's fine. Right, let's. Dean says, I like Alpha Prime's background. Yeah, it's cool.
It is impressive, yes.
I've just been staring the whole time at that Devastator behind
well,
it.
I've got hundreds of DVDs and Blu-rays behind me here.
It looks like I don't even collect if you look behind me. Everything's in front of me.
Tons of movies.
Where are we? Andy Prime says, I got the Generation Skybite that's signed from the last TFNation he was at. So Peter, so that's cool. I never actually got anything signed from it. Obviously, I met him a couple of times, and I've got photos with him, of course, but I never got anything signed. That's some people probably don't understand my logic with that, but I don't. It's rare that I get anything signed by a guest. Because I have done it in the past. And my signatures seem to either fade over time, which they can, or I forget about them and they get damaged in transit coming home. So what I tend to do now is instead of getting a signature, I just try and get a photograph with them, like a selfie with them. That way, a photo lasts forever, you know? So it's just like, that's my thing. I might, like this year, I'm thinking of bringing something for Scott and maybe Neil to sign. Maybe I might bring Transformers 1 because of the guy who's going for Transformers 1. But we'll see. But usually I just usually just get a photograph of him because I just think it's easier, and I think it's I like because I just think it's easier, and plus it's something nice to look back on, you know. One of these days I might actually get some of the photos with guests that I've done. I might get them framed and put them on the wall.
I should do that as well, yeah. One thing I noticed about the old thing is they stopped doing the survivors photos. I used to like doing them on a Sunday night.
Yeah.
4 o'clock in the morning, everybody's still awake. Big survivors photos.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I remember them.
Yeah. They're awesome.
Sammy says, if they have him, I really don't know. Don't think they will. But I don't buy figures that much anymore, but I'm still on the lookout for Iron Factory Lord Scorpion. Ooh, nice. Aegis Collection Review says, good day, Mr. Knowlesy. Then someone says, TFNation gang, where you at? Well, if you wanted the TFNation people, then you need to hit them up in a different stream, because I know the Transformers The Show guys are currently doing one as well. I'm at 10 views, though, but it's not bad for Transformers The Show being on, and I've got Mr. Wallace and Andy on, I think.
There was a Wild Billy earlier as well, so...
Yeah, I'm literally yet to get to him. There's so many people coming. Right.
That's why you should have super chats, you know. But
yeah, I'm not at that point to get super chats.
No, me neither. Getting there.
It says Mass Valok says the bar bots. Yes.
You've got bros too. It's I call it booze, bros, and bots.
Yes.
And if you're female, you're still a bro. You bros, we're all bros.
Graham says, God, classic FM, TM, whatever that is, movies have just played the 2007 movie theme. What a good background to listen this stream to. Oh, nice. That's cool.
Do you know, in 2027, that film will be 20 years old. That's
just mad. And it still looks really good CGI, doesn't it?
I think the first one was the best one out of the bunch, quite honestly.
Yeah, I recently had a rewatch of, unfortunately, the Primeverse. Michael Bay's films. Bayverse, there we go. Even though there's some aspects to them I like, however, they do get messy story-wise after 2007.
It's the same fucking story in each film. We've got to get MacGuffin A to place B.
Yeah.
You know, the first one is the Allspark, the second one is the Matrix, the third one is the... Oh, do you know, they blur into one film. The third one's Dark of the Moon, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So then they've got to get the space bridge, and then there's the dinosaur one, and then there's the fucking lose count. And I'm like, yeah, I'm done now.
Yeah. They are some of them are painful to watch, but yeah, there's something I like from them. It's just weird, but yeah, yeah. That's what
I'm mostly got it because Transformers 1 was back to sort of being what it should be or what we were sort of looking for, and everyone was so tired from the live actions that nobody really went to give it the time, and now they're pretty much not talking about a second one, which even just give me a series based on that stuff and just follow on from there. Like
well, apparently the comics were really good. You know, the Bayverse comics were really, really good because they did sort of they didn't really tread on the film's toes. They told stories of other characters doing different things at the same time, and apparently they're really good. I've not read them, I don't know. So
I've heard that as well. Like I haven't read them. It just wasn't
that aesthetic I don't like.
W stuff, comic wise.
Oh, you should read the new Scarbound stuff. Oh my god, is that good?
Yeah, I'm up. I guess you 21. Have they read now? Like that's where I'm at now with it. But
yeah, I simply don't have the space for single issues anymore, so I'm just buying the trades. And so I'm on the third trade. So I think the fourth one's out. I want to say November. I think it is. But yeah, it's really good. I'm really enjoying it.
Yeah, that's actually where I first met Chris McFeely.
Yeah,
he actually sold comic books like about 30 minutes up the road from me, and that's where I got back into comics. He was in like a wee stall just in the middle of the shopping centre. And
oh yeah, he did do that, didn't he? Yeah.
That's where I first met him, and then I remember coming one day and he moved into this other shop. And then the next thing he wasn't there, and I was ringing because the shop wasn't open. I was ringing to see about it, and he goes, "Oh no, I'm moving on from that now," and that's where he was moving into them was to do.
He knows a thing or two about Transformers. That kid.
He does. Yeah.
He does.
He's a good lad as well. I've known him 16 years. He's a good guy.
Yeah, it's kind of a strange thing. It's kind of like that kind of mindset of like it's a small world because, like, obviously with fake Sam, sorry, with fake Sam showing the metronome set. When I first watched the metronome set and watching like the behind the scenes stuff, like the special features, and seeing because obviously Chris McFeely did a thing on there, like an audio commentary.
No, it was this version of the movie he did it on.
Oh, is it the movie? I thought it was the metronome.
It is metronome, yeah, but it's not part of that set. But they did the box set so it was big enough so you could put that in there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and yeah, because he signed my DVD, and you can see it.
Yeah. Cool. But yeah, I mean, like I say, I remember, I think it was obviously Transformers the movie then, yeah. So I remember watching it and then like Chris McFeely's audio commentary, and I remember listening to that, and I thought, that's really cool. And I never thought with going to these conventions I would actually meet him, you know? It's just kind of so strange. It's just like, he knows my name, he knows who I am and everything. It's just like, yeah, but you know, it just doesn't compute. You know, it's just like a small world kind of thing. But yeah, that's a good thing about going to TFN. It's them interactions you sometimes get. You know,
I think that's the only time I've been noticed of who it was or whatever there was Chris McFeely because he goes, I used to sell you comics and stuff.
Yeah,
so I sort of get noticed at that there, like.
Yeah.
No, it's nice to know. I mean, it's nice to know that, you know, you've got this community there. You've got people who know who you are. Because, I mean, I've been to other conventions on my own, and if you don't know anyone, you know, you're kind of on your own, you know. I mean, I'm chatty. I talk to anybody anyway. But, I mean, I've seen people, you know, that have just sat on their own. And, I mean, some people are happy being on their own. That's, I guess, you know. But I'm like, what are you sat on your own for? And I go, well, I don't really know anybody. Right, what do you like? And they go, well, I like Doctor Who. I'm like, oh, somebody who loves Doctor Who. Follow me. There you go. Talk. He likes Doctor Who. What's your name? Blah, blah. And then the next thing you know, they're spending the rest of the convention with him, you know.
Yeah.
You know, because, I mean, there is that bit of, I hate to use the term, but the social anxiety, you know, there's a lot of people that don't know how to, you know, say hello to people.
Don't know how to interact.
Yeah, well, that was me. I just don't give a shit. I'll speak to anyone. Because it's part of my job. It used to be part of my job. I used to speak to everybody, you know, so I make conversation. you know, and it's an old habit that doesn't want to die. It seems I've talked to anybody who will listen. But yeah, I mean, I've introduced a lot of people like that, and then they've been, you know, best friends, you know, the rest of the weekend, you know, and otherwise they'd have been sat on their own. And I don't like that, you know, I don't like to see that. I mean, if you're happy on your own, fair enough, but like I say, it's the community that makes the thing what it is, you know?
Yeah, it is. I mean, like I say, it's just like, yeah, I've been waving the flag for the I mean, I understand it's a convention. It's a convention. It's for toys are there, Transformers and stuff. I get it. That's the primary point of why everyone's there. Yes. However, for me, the most important thing is the interactions. It's the people over the toys. It's the community over the toys. Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's me. It's just even though I was I mean, for me to say that I put the people over toys or whatever, or my hobby or whatever. For me to say that, I mean, it's quite a big thing because, like I just said not long ago, when I was younger, I dreaded talking to people I didn't know, and but we've come into these conventions. With over the years, the amount of people I've spoken to, it becomes second nature. It's become second nature to me now. It's almost like, even though I'm not associated with TFNation, I'm not associated with them. I don't. What I mean by that is, I'm not associated because I don't work for them. I don't help them out in that way, like behind the scenes. I just do these things, these videos and streams.
If you love the thing, it's the same reason why I do it. It's because I love going, like you said, it's the community, it's the people, you know, and I do it because not for likes, not for views. I do it because I enjoy going. You can see I enjoy going. I want you to enjoy it. If you like Transformers, get off your ass, buy a ticket, and get yourself down there. I mean, good luck now. I mean, they're probably sold out by now, but still, I mean, if you wait until now, what are you doing?
Yeah.
But no, I mean, but it is that thing of, you're right, it is that the whole package, you know, like I said, the toys and the guests are one thing, but it's everything else that makes it what it is, you know?
Yeah, exactly. It's everything you want. You've got your hobby and interests. Everyone can express themselves. Everyone can be themselves in the moment. That is
Like
the
I said
true
earlier,
thing.
it is hard to speak to family and your friends and your people at work that don't like the same stuff you do.
Exactly.
So when like I say, when the new figure's coming out, you get excited for it and everybody just rolls their eyes. Oh, not again. You know what I mean? And it's, but for us, it's like, oh yeah, I want it as well. Yeah, it's going to be brilliant, you know?
Yeah.
But one thing I will say though is, sorry, John, one thing I will say is I've got to give credit to Bob Budiansky, which I really enjoyed meeting him when he came. Is it 2018, same year as Dan Bush. Without him, none of us would know each other.
That's true. Yeah.
Because he's the one that wrote the comic. He's the one that created all the characters. All right, Denny O'Neil created Optimus Prime and Jim Shooter. Just lost Jim Shooter as well this year. He came up with the basic premise, like, you know, the Autobots, Decepticons fighting on planet, come to Earth, all that sort of stuff. But Bob Budiansky is the one that wrote the comics.
He did the bios, didn't he?
He did all the bios over a weekend as well, which would have been fucking back then as well. No research, no internet. He'd have had to do it. You know, fucking. Suppose he'd pull his hair out. I don't, you know what I mean? But
if I remember rightly, it was his job to, because obviously it was like obviously the Transformers G1 line. It's a Frankenstein line between like 4 lines from Japan. It's like you got the stuff that was made for like what would become GoBots. Was it Machine? Was it a line called Machine Robo?
No. You've got Diaclone, you've got Microchange and Microman. It was 3 lines.
Right. Sorry.
So basically, everything from 84 and 85 is Diaclone, Microchange, and Microman.
Mm-hmm.
Then and after that, Hasbro started to do their own stuff. That's why suddenly you've gone from real world looking cars to like Hot Rod, Cup and Blair, you know. And then the only ones that kept through was the Metroplex and the Cabanas Metroplex. They came out in 86. Ultra Magnus, and I think Browning was the last one released in Japan anyway, from the original lines. After that, they got new figures. Yes. Yeah, but Robo Machine was GoBots.
Okay, yes, okay.
Because it was because in the West it was GoBots. In Australia it was Machine Robo. No, Japan it was Machine Robo, and then in Australia I think it was Robo Men or something. Which sounds a bit Robo Men. Okay.
Yeah, it sounds a bit weird.
I suppose it's like X-Men, I guess.
Yeah, it's kind of like a weird thing to think about it, because it's like that. Bob Budiansky's job was pretty much just like seeing these figures that were from Japan and just kind of trying to come up from his creative mind, like buyers for these things, like to make it part of the Transformers.
He borrowed a lot from Larry Hama, who was doing that for G.I. Joe, because G.I. Joe came out the previous year. So he borrowed a lot of that from the way he did stuff. He came up with character bios and, because Larry Hama, I believe, was in Vietnam. I'm not sure, but he was definitely a military guy. And that's where he came up with all the, special ops and all that, and created all the jobs and that the G.I. Joes do. And Bob Budiansky took inspiration from that. I went, right, I'll do something the same way. That's why there's tech specs on both G.I. Joe and Transformers, which they don't do anymore, which is a sad thing. Like the most generic one I ever read was a Prime figure, and I can't remember which figure it was. It was somebody, and it was somebody is a Decepticon, and he hates all Autobots, and that was it. And it's like, oh, that's not the most generic fucking background you could ever give a Transformer.
Yeah.
Bad guy A, battle droid number 1,
Yeah.
Because that's the thing that Transformers could have been. It could have been, battle droid number 5, and you know what I mean, something like that, rather than having character names and they don't have powers now either. Looking at G1, you've got Skywarp teleporting, you've got Hound's holograms, you've got Mirage's disappearing, you've got Jazz's light and sound show, and Starscream's cluster bombs and null rays, but they don't have that now, do they?
No, it's all like infused through their arms, isn't it? It's like the weapon is their arm, sort of thing.
Yeah, and I don't like that. I like them having a gun. I mean, it's all right for certain characters, but
I know why they did that, because obviously I've been currently watching Transformers Prime, and I know Transformers Prime is kind of in the feel of the Bay films, because
that's what I'm going for, because you can get it in the music and everything,
it's kind of like the dark, gritty, kind of like more of a darker tone, more mature tone to it. Lawrence is here. Nice.
Oh, well, you've got rid of Gareth. What are you doing?
I didn't do anything to Gareth.
Oh.
I think he froze. I think.
Oh yeah.
Hey Lawrence, how you doing?
Let's get him back, because try and get him back.
I'm really sorry to be so late. I fell asleep.
That's all right.
Don't worry. Don't you worry.
We've been taking the piss out of fake Sam, so
Yeah.
It was just get Gareth back.
Yeah.
I think he must have. Well, he'll be
right,
back. He's got the link. So if it comes in, he comes.
Real Sam, are you all right? You seem a bit. You seem a bit.
Oh, me.
Yeah, real Sam.
She's tired.
Okay, well, we'll wait for Gareth as Lawrence is coming, and as we've been talking about, your favourite moments and that. I'm going to ask you, Lawrence, what was your favouriteest moment from any TFN you've been to? What was the moment you think back of? That's the best thing ever.
Probably 2018, the Stan Bush concert.
Good choice, excellent choice. No, but I mean, not necessarily convention-y. I mean, anything happened in the bar, or something funny happened, or anything like that. What was your favourite moment?
Probably from my first time back in 2017. Just having the experience, and just being so accepted by everyone. Experiencing the true TFNation sort of friends and family presence.
Mm.
Yeah, so
I was a bit worried about you, to be quite honest, because I know you're on, you've got on the spectrum, aren't you? So, and I'm like, I kept coming up to you, didn't I? Are you all right? Did you, and looking after you a bit. So, yeah. So, as a person like that, how did you feel going for the first time?
Well, I really thoroughly look forward to it. The whole 8 months. say, I gradually I saved up, I saved up a lot for it, and it really was the highlight of the year, and I decided that what I definitely want to keep doing is to keep coming, and I have been coming.
Good. No, that's good. I mean, I have had a few people ask me that, they're a bit, got a bit of anxiety about coming and, being on the spectrum and stuff like that. And I'm just like, well, you are the prime example. I say it, I cite, I go, well, a friend of mine is exactly like that, and he loves it. He comes every year, so.
Yeah.
So that's good. That's good. All good. All welcome. Everybody come. It's all good.
So then, Lawrence, obviously you've just come in, but what we've been just talking about, obviously been answering people in the comments as well. But one of the first things I did mention about is, what is it from this year's event are you looking forward to for this year's?
Well, as I say, always just seeing everyone sitting at the bar and chatting and having a drink. Event wise, I think I've got the Admit one stuff.
Oh, have you going to see the film? Cool.
Yeah, you got that, Tony? Or?
No, I haven't, and the reason is because I want to see the Dreamwave panel, which is happening at the same time, and the Toy-Fu panel.
Is it Transformers 1, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's. I would have done, but because I'm a big fan of Dreamwave, it's what got me back into Transformers. Probably. I was never aware, but that's the thing that brought me back.
Yeah, where is it they're actually showing it? I was thinking.
It's at Cineworld. It's at Resort World. There's a cinema there. And that's where they're doing it, I think.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I don't know for sure, but I think that's where they're going.
I think it is. I'm sure it states on the site that it's at the Cineworld.
Cinema in Resort World.
Yeah, a few people went to see a Marvel film a couple of years ago, and I'm like, nah, I'll wait till I get home and watch it. I'm here. I'm in the bar and drinks, and I didn't really want to shut the flow down, if that makes sense. I didn't want to. I wanted to keep everyone around and all that. Another thing as well. What was the best thing you bought? The best thing you bought back in the day?
Right. Well, what I do remember is the G1 Megatron got my first time, and that was actually the main sort of Transformers purchase that I wanted. So I remember I did buy a crap ton of stuff.
Yeah.
The G1 Megatron was, I knew what I wanted, and I found it.
Oh, you got a G1 Megatron, nice.
Can I be completely honest about something?
Go on.
I kind of feel like real Sam is openly judging all of us. It's had a very intense look. I just feel like I've been openly judged.
Oh, yeah, you should be. You're like fucking sparkly vampires. You should always be judged.
I just feel like real Sam there's judging me. I don't know why. I'm like.
Well, before we go on, what's happening with Alpha Prime? Are we getting him back, or
his internet's gone?
Right, fair enough.
His internet's played up, and it's gonna. It's gonna try to come back in eventually.
Right. I thought it looked like you booted him out for Lawrence.
No. It literally, because I noticed he froze. The picture froze, and then as Lawrence came in, he just he came out. But yeah, I think he said it's his internet connection. Yeah. Right. While we're waiting on him, then we'll find literally the amount of comments I've got here. It's going to take me ages.
Because even Sammy's put, I was wondering when you get to this.
Yeah, literally, I'm trying my hardest here. Right, let's do this. Okay, Transformers Tranquility Creation says, I'm looking forward to TFNation for more than one reason this year. I'll be doing my first vlog, which will be different, but I'm looking forward to it. And I'll be doing a vlog on the Saturday, which just happens to be my 22nd birthday. Very cool.
Oh, cool. Well, we'll find you. We'll make sure we'll sing you happy birthday.
Yes, I too do a vlog experience as well. Just if anyone's interested.
See, I try to, but I get so distracted, and plus I've had a few beers in me by then, and then I'm just like, man.
Yeah.
I might do a live stream actually while I'm there. I might try and do a live stream as I'm walking around the dealer's room.
Yeah.
Might, not 100% sure. Might.
Master flock, whoever it is. It says £17. That's normal these days for a pizza. Best to get a takeout, save some dosh.
Yeah, I mean, there's a Resort World just around the corner. They've got a real pizza co there, and if you want pizza there, about the same. Yeah, you're looking at about 17-20 quid for a whole meal or something like that. So.
Yeah. Adam White says, remember there is an M&S food at the airport. Best place for picnic type food and booze on the campus. Nice.
Oh, yeah, there is. I forgot about that. Yeah, there is. There's also a Subway if you want a Subway sandwich. There's actually a couple in the centre as well. And I completely forgot there was an M&S food, yeah.
Andy Brown says, over £14 last year at the Hilton for a curry. Good God.
Jesus. Bet it wasn't that great either.
If you splurge out for the exec lounge, there's snacks / finger food. Yeah, that is true.
I can neither confirm or deny I'm doing that this year.
Yes. Usually, if I'm at the Hilton, a friend of ours called Chris, or America's Ass, as we all know him as.
His actual name is Chris Evans. So
yeah, his name is Chris Evans, but everyone calls him America's Ass.
I started that as well.
Yeah.
And I introduced him to Pete. I went, oh, this is America's Ass.
But yeah, basically, he usually sorts out the hotel rooms for a bunch of people. And we obviously pay him back, of course. And usually it's an executive room that he sorts at the Hilton. But because I'm getting a bit sick of the Hilton, but not the hotel itself. It's more the staff.
I was going to say, yeah. I'm staying at the Moxie, with you and Sam.
Yeah, we're staying at the Moxie this year because I wanted to try a different hotel. Quite frankly, I wanted to try a different hotel because even though I've walked past the Moxie, it's a relatively brand new one. It's literally only been there a couple of years, I think.
It's right on the doorstep as well, so you're not walking far away either, are you?
No, it's only about 5 minutes up the road.
I mean, I'm the same as you, John, though. I don't really like the staff at that hotel. The building itself is fine, but I don't like the staff. And I only stay there for convenience only. It's not because I've had some bad experiences. I'm not going to mention them here. If you want to hear them, come and find me at TFN and I'll explain. But yeah, generally though, no, if I could have it another way, I would. But I only stay there just for convenience.
Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking, not yet. I think it was the third one I went to. The last one before COVID. You and I, Sam, we stayed at the Garden Inn Hilton, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. Never doing that again.
It was a bit of a pain in the ass because I remember I shared with you that year as well because it was.
Yeah,
nice hotel, but it's just the inconvenience of being so far away, and also the fact that, as we all know, the NEC shuts at midnight. So at midnight, your only choice is to get a taxi, or you're stuck.
Yeah. As Jermaine found out the hard way. We love you, Jermaine. Honestly, we love you to death. But yeah.
It is a bit of a pain in the ass. I know there's somebody coming. I don't know if she's in the chat, but I will eventually find out. But basically, there is somebody coming. Is it Natalie? Natalie that's in the people going to Transformers group. People going to TFNation group. I think it's Nat something. Basically, she said that she's staying at the Moxie from the Friday to the Sunday, but she's actually coming up the Thursday. But she's having to stay at one of the airports and hotels, that's going to be a bit of a pain in the ass for him the next day. But I mean, I remember that year as well, Lawrence, because obviously I shared with Sam and Lawrence that year, and even though obviously we always do Thursday through to Monday, but we couldn't get a room for the Thursday at the Hilton, so we had to do alternative arrangements.
We did the same thing. We stayed at the Travel Lodge.
Yeah.
And,
that was the real. Oh, yeah, I remember now
because of the Commonwealth Games. That
it was
hotel
the Commonwealth Games,
the headquarters for all the staff, the athletes, and that were all staying.
Yeah,
there.
I remember now.
Right,
yeah, because that was really weird because I remember us going up there and we were kind of like split between like 2 or 3 hotels.
Yeah.
And it's like I do like that night though. When I met up with all of you. And
we were walking on the outskirts of the building, and it felt like fucking Dawn of the Dead. There was just nobody, empty buildings, all dark. Yeah, and it felt like we were in a zombie movie or something. It was bizarre.
Yeah, it was really weird because I think we was in the Ibis bar. Was it the Ibis you were staying in?
Ibis, that's it. Yeah, sorry, it was the Ibis.
Yeah, I remember because obviously we was in the garden in next door, but then. Yeah. Obviously, we was all in the Ibis bar, and it was like a group of us, a small group of us. It was like Mark Pierce, you, me,
Rick,
Sam, and a couple of other people. Yeah. And it was like about 10 of us. Just like, there was like
Jermaine was there, wasn't he?
Yeah, Jermaine was there. Yeah. So there was about 10 or 11 of us, just like in a small group of us, just like trying to kind of like. Like a small little Thursday thing, but in a smaller hotel. It was really weird, but it was cool.
Except the breakfast was shit in there.
It was shit, yeah. Right, let's get on.
It didn't have any eggs, if I remember rightly. What the fuck?
Where are we?
You're right, Sam. You seem a bit kind of tired or something.
No, I'm just tired because I've been working for the last 3 nights. So if I start going, nee, that's the reason why.
No worries. I mean, like I say, if you're feeling tired and we are going a bit too, I mean, I don't think we're going to be much longer. We're going to see if Gareth comes back in. He's trying. He's having to reset his internet, I think. But we'll see. But like I say, usually I go to a max of about 3 hours or so. So we'll see how people are, and we can always stop the stream at about 14 minutes maybe from now. We'll see how we go. But if we can finally get to the bottom of these comments, because literally I've been trying for the past 2 hours to get through these comments, and literally I'm just seeing the care set going further and further up.
Yeah,
like this. Right. Would be nice if another friend could help me out with these, but I'm the only one that has full access. You know what I mean? Is I'm the only one that has full access. So
instead of rambling, just get on with it. Go on.
I'm trying. Somebody else is rambling over there and all, Mr. Soundwave.
So, what does anyone have anything they particularly want to purchase this year?
All the G1s on Toifu.
Anything Beast Wars or Prime. Let's just see what catches my eye. Me really.
Yeah, same. I know I'll definitely buy something from Toifu. I dare say I'll buy a couple of bits off Nick. And probably I think Leicester Vintage Toys are going to be there again.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, apparently they've got some good stuff as well, and in demand. They've got some RRD stuff that the real Sam has earmarked. So it's like a ninja. She'll be in, and then you'll be like, "Hey, I'm sure there was a Skybite there," and you'll just hear this maniacal laugh going, "Nah!" as she runs out.
But you, Sam,
mine.
Mine.
You
that
want
precious is mine. Sorry, Lauren. Sorry. What was you saying?
Right. What about you, Sam? Is there anything you plan to get?
If I can find it, I'm looking for the Japanese 30th anniversary RC. Which I've been advised, Toy Fu are worth checking out.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I mean, it's always worth your first stop. In fact, if you probably message Nick Davidson, he'd probably go, at least then you definitely know you've got it. So,
Yeah.
you know, you must buy from Toy Fu. Hashtag you must buy from Toy Fu.
Has anyone got the dealer room?
No.
I
No.
I never bother. I don't see the point personally.
Agreed. Plus, I know people. So, you know, plus, what I tend to do is I let the Zerg rush finish and then saunter in and shall we say, a helping hand passes me things. I give them the money and then everyone wins, you see?
Right, let's carry on. So Raymond says, why did you have to mention Black Zarak?
Because the thing I do the most.
Andy Brown says,
I still can't believe I own it. It's the reason why I keep going on about it. I still can't believe I own it, you know? It's been 6 years and I still can't believe I own it.
Andy Brown says, it's a shame with some Transformers you have to perform surgery. Yeah, that's true. Some of them are pretty complicated, especially the Human Alliance. Remember the Human Alliance figures?
Mechanic.
Oh, God, the Human Alliance live action figures were bloody awful to transform.
Yeah, I got one and I sold it the very next day.
Yeah, I had the Human Alliance Barricade.
Yeah, that's what I had as well, yeah.
Fucking hell.
Couldn't take it back because they told me I'd opened it, and I'm like, well, yeah. And I just went, right, I'll fucking whack it on eBay then. I got it from Asda, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, I just took it on eBay, and I didn't even just shoved it in a box and sold it. Like I said, the next day I got a message, and yeah, so I think I only got 10 quid for it. I just wanted rid of it. Like, no, never again.
Sammy says, the comics in mind I was referring to a G1 prequel issue 3 of Secrets and Lies and 97 of Regeneration 1. Oh, okay.
Oh, cool, yeah. Regeneration 1 was really good. I really enjoyed that as well.
I am so close to completing both those series. Nice. Oh, I finally got to Billy.
Yay.
Hey! Says, for me, it's the fabled early 90mus Prime. Not found it yet.
Yeah, Billy. Poor Billy. Poor Billy. We love you, Billy. We love you, Billy. But I've never seen a man so, like, just flustered the whole time. You know, he's got a face like thunder, but he don't mean it. He's got a smile when you talk to him, but when you see him walking around, he's got a face like thunder. He's like, right, this, gotta do this, gotta do this, gotta do it. But we love you, Billy. We love you, Billy. If it weren't for you, we won't be doing this.
Adam White says, please block Billy Edwards. Clearly a striped spammer.
No, we love Billy. Billy's cool.
Billy's cool. Such a loss. I remember the improv they did at ClubCon one year for people.
Yeah, that was
I remember that because he came all the way to England from America to do a special improv thing that was separate to TFNation.
Yeah, Improvicons, wasn't it? Yeah, he come to
the Improvicons. Yeah. It was trying because obviously he does the Improvicon thing in America, but he tried to bring it over to the UK fans as well.
A lot of people showed up. I just couldn't get there as Aragon as well.
I wanted to go myself, but London's not the
it's a bit awkward for us in Hull, isn't it?
Yeah. Sammy says losing Peter Spellos really left a gaping wound in the fandom, and it's one really feels difficult wondering how that will fill because Peter genuinely had the aura about him. Yeah, very true.
Yeah. I mean, when I found out, I was in tears. I was crying, literally in crying, and I'm like, it can't be true. It's not true. It's not true. You know, and then, but it is. You know, and all I can say is fuck cancer.
Yeah. Yep. I knew he'd not been well with it because it was like, stage 4. Like had he been diagnosed with it late, I think.
Yeah, and it's a horrible thing to happen. Yeah, so we love you, Pete, wherever you are. I hope you're making them laugh.
Yep.
I hope you're rocking out to Aussie as well.
Right,
go on. Yeah, next, John. Sorry.
Hang on. Let's have a look. Dean says the Lemmy Rodimus is a great figure. It looks cool. I want to get it. I haven't got it, but I do want to get that.
Tofu will have it, I'll tell you now.
Raymond says watch Wolf Cybertron in Japanese dub, the original English subs. Okay,
I'll give that a try.
Sammy says, John, that Shattered Glass Rodimus does not look like Lemmy. It's clearly modelled after George Michael. That moustache is dead giveaway. Interesting.
It's Lemmy Kilmster. Come on, for Motorhead. Come on.
Hour of Fire, evening all. All right, man. How you doing? Sammy, in fairness, while we are clearly not the audience for it, lately Cyberworld is turning out to be a really good show.
I've heard, yeah. Raymond T's got it. I should get it off him.
Yeah, I've only watched the first episode of that so far, but I need to. I'm probably on the coach on the way up to Birmingham. I might watch it because they're only like 10-minute episodes. So.
Oh, they are, right? Yeah, they're not long episodes.
Yeah, they're like webisodes. So they're not long. Someone says, in particular, James Alexander is proving to be really good Megatron. Interesting.
Oh, that's the bull, isn't it? He's a bull in this series, isn't he?
Yeah. Even if we don't like the show is doing its best. Well, yeah, it's aimed at a smaller demographic.
The toys look really cool, though, as well. I've seen the toys. They look really cool.
Yeah. It's not something I'm interested in, but I will probably check out more episodes and see what happens with it. Raymond, tomorrow should have episode 4 of Cyberworld up. Nice. Graham's back saying Transart Beast Wars stuff is spot on. Yeah, I really. They're not cheap, but I would like to get some. I would definitely. Andy Prime says this might be too early, but who are you all hoping to see next year? So this is for TFN, or would you like to see as a guest for TFN next year?
Just going to interrupt a second there, right? Next year is going to be a big one, right? Because 40th anniversary of the movie, 20th anniversary of Cybertron, 30th anniversary of Beast Wars, and the 10th anniversary of TFN, right? All that next year, that's a big fucking do, right? Now, if they do the Transformers the movie at the Cineworld, I am fucking front row, right?
Yeah, I'd give anything to actually see it on the big screen.
Sorry, Lauren. Sorry, what was you saying?
Yeah, I'd give anything to like see that on an actual cinema screen.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. But if we're going by guests, I'd do somebody from G1 we haven't got yet. So somebody like Neil Ross would be good. Then somebody from Beast Wars, like I forget his name, the guy who does Tarantulas or the guy who does Inferno would be nice. Oh, John's gone. Yay! John's gone. Oh, he's back. He's back. Yeah, so...
Sorry, I clicked the wrong thing.
Yeah, the guy who plays Inferno would be nice, for the royalty. And then somebody from... Actually, a lot of Beast Wars actors were in the War for Cybertron, the Unicron trilogy. And then... Yeah, something like that would be good. So what do you think? What do you guys think about that?
Yeah, it'd be interesting.
Anniversary of Aliens as well.
Yeah, I mean, the possibilities are endless. I mean, obviously you got to shoot to the stars. I'd say Frank and Pete. If
it would be good.
I know they have been really trying behind the scenes to try and renegotiate after. When Peter couldn't come that time he was originally announced to come. Frank, I'm going to just shoot to the stars and say Frank and Pete as a possibility as a duo. That would be really cool. Other guests, I would like the guy who played Prime Knockout.
Oh, Darren Norris, yes.
Darren Norris,
because he's also in. He's also in Armada. He is Red Alert in Armada. And he's in something else he's in as well. He's in RID too.
Oh, nice.
Plus, I want to ask him because he plays Spotswood in Team America. The leader, and he goes, "You're an actor, Gary." That guy. Because I'm gonna I'm gonna ask him. The first question I want to ask him is, "So, have you ever seen a guy try and eat his own head?" Whoa,
Well, yeah,
how you seen? I've seen everything. Really? Have you seen a guy try and eat his own head? Then you haven't seen everything.
I would also say anyone that's worked on the current Skybound Transformers comic book,
Yes,
because
agreed,
they haven't had anyone. Oh, they're probably a bit too busy. I don't know, but
well, no, because
imagine it one year at TFNation. Robert Kirkman.
Robert Kirkman, yeah, he's taking it over soon. I
Yeah,
think.
the next continuation at what? Yeah, after this current run, when it goes into the next wave, that's going to be Robert Kirkman. Now, Robert Kirkman's known for The Boys,
And The Walking Dead.
The Walking Dead, and Invincible.
Yes, Invincible, yeah.
And that'll be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Anyone else got any ideas for guests for next year?
Yeah, the Skybound guys will be good. The guy who plays Ultra Magnus from RRD would be good as well.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, and just one more thing. The name escapes me, but he plays Jazz in Animated, and he's also Green Lantern in Justice League. Yeah, I forget his name because he does a really good G1 Jazz, really good scat man. Yeah, I'd like to meet him. Oh, fucking because his face, I just can't think of his name. He's also in Pulp Fiction as well.
All right.
Yeah, he's the guy who gets shot in the face in the car.
Oh, Phil Lamar.
Phil Lamar, that's him.
That would be a tall order. He's kind of a that would be interesting. I would love to see Phil Lamar. There's also Samurai Jack as well.
Samurai Jack, yeah.
He's also in Futurama.
Yeah, he's Hermes, isn't he?
Yeah, I love Hermes.
Frank Welker's in Futurama too. He's Nibbler.
Yeah.
So
the possibilities are endless.
But obviously, you, me, and John, Tony, we all went to Liverpool Comic Con and met Frank and Pete just before the lockdown. I'm thinking, yeah, it's great to have met Frank Welker because not only because he was Megatron, but because he was he was Dr. Claw and Inspector Gadget. He was.
He's Fred in Scooby Doo. He's Soundwave, obviously. That's the reason why. He's in everything. He's in The Simpsons. He's the guy who does Santa's Little Helper in The Simpsons, and I think he plays Snowball too as well. The cat and the dog The Simpsons have.
Yeah.
He's basically in everything.
He's Curious George.
He's Curious George. He provided the screams for Spock while Spock's aging in Star Trek 3: The Search for Spock.
He also is Slimer in the Real Ghostbusters.
And Ray.
Yeah.
And the Sandman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's everywhere.
Is it Peter Cullen who did the is it the laugh of the noises the Predator makes?
Yeah, that's Peter Cullen. But also Hal Rail did the Predator in Predator 2.
Nice.
Yeah.
Delicious. Shrapnel.
Yeah.
To be fair, I think real Sam feels like how I feel right now. Absolutely knackered. It has been a long week at work. I'm so glad. I've only got a short week next week, just 3 days, and then after that I'm off for 8 days. So it's going to be nice.
Right. What I'm going to do then, because obviously people are starting to get a bit tired, so I'm going to try and get through these bloody questions.
Yeah, let's get through them.
These comments, and then
sorry, it's my fault.
See how we feel once we've got through all these, and then we can wrap it up.
Let's get going then, John. Go.
Yeah, so that Andy Prime says this might be so that's the one we've just answered. Yeah. So Ajas Collection Review says, I wish they would make a legacy toy release of Quick Strike.
Yes, it's coming out.
Yeah, they're doing a brand new one. We've got announced at San Diego Comic Con.
Yeah,
I will be buying because I do like Quick Strike.
Me too. He'd be another guest voice actor as well.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah, go on, next one.
Well, that's too early. Maybe grab Billy's ear and try and organise Peter Cullen and Frank Welker. Yep.
They're always trying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where are we? Raymond, it's almost like Transformers is more than meets the eye. Arrow Fire.
Robots in disguise too.
TFN is such a positive atmosphere. It is. It's
Yeah.
fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sammy, I can discuss more on Neil being Optimus again at the con. Yeah, why not?
Can you?
Do it. Oh, someone else. Sam's gone.
Sam's gone. Okay.
Fake Sam's gone. What the fuck's going on?
Of
We still
course,
have the real Sams. That's all.
always. I think the real first sign that we see of TFNs, like when we get there on the Thursday, we always see Jim Sorensen walking about the bar.
Yeah, again, Jim, it's like he's part of the furniture. It's like he is part of TFN too. If he wasn't there, it'd feel weird. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, God bless him. He took us all out for dinner on Thursday night.
He did, didn't he, last year? Yeah, he does it every year though. He didn't mind, and I'm like, no, you can't do that. Don't say that though. Everybody be fucking trying to get dinner. You'd be like, hang on. Yeah, go on. Keep going, John.
Sammy, I'd love to imagine that the closest to Peter is Neil. Only a few decades younger, and it's a take on the character that really fresh to hear. That's true.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah, it is a totally different take on Prime compared to, say, Gary's version, and obviously Peter, of course. Guys, you just reminded me the reading from last year, Winnie the Pooh themed reading. Was it recorded?
Yeah.
Does anyone? Raymond's probably your best bet to ask for that because he literally records everything.
I think he wasn't allowed to upload it because of
because of licenses and stuff.
Because of Winnie the Pooh and all that, and voices of Disney are very.
It likely is. It likely is. I don't know.
Somebody else might have put it on, but I don't think there's an official version of it.
Yeah, I've no idea, to be honest, because we're being Disney version. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah. So somebody might have put it up on their own YouTube channel, but there won't be an official one, I don't think.
Mm-hmm.
But it was very funny. Yeah, it was very funny.
Yeah,
it was. I mean, I literally sat through the whole ClubCon last year, like 5 full hours.
Well, I had to leave because somebody sat in front of me who, shall we say, needed a tin of deodorant and was, again, shall we say, a little bit overweight, and then he made the most horrendous breathing noises. I mean, I've got the most severe asthma you could get, and even you couldn't even hear my breathing. And then he did this thing where he kept rocking the chair back and forth as well. And then he sat right where, because I was sat right on the edge, he sat right in front of me, so I had to sit like this the whole time. And I had severe neck ache the rest of the weekend. But anyway, beside the point, I couldn't get another seat because there were no other seats. Anyway, yeah, carry on. I've just seen that one.
Have we?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Sorry. Sammy, Neil captures the dad aspect of Prime, and it works. That's true.
Yeah, it's a real good performance, that.
And yes, Voltron Legendary Defender is very good. Yeah, it is.
Defender of the Universe.
Arrowfire says, very cool to be that full.
Okay.
What's the limit on attendance for TFN this year?
Don't know, quite honestly.
I know it's very close to being a sellout for both the Saturday and the Sunday.
Yeah.
So if you want to get a ticket, I'd get it literally right now.
Don't be listening to us. You should have had it fucking months ago when
I think because literally, I think it's the first time ever it's almost a sellout for the Sunday.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I mean, So unprecedented year, I think, this year. I honestly do. ClubCon is always so cool. It is. I love ClubCon.
It is. I always like the ClubCon.
The goes in, and obviously that they do the charity auction, with Toifu and stuff.
Oh yeah. I'm looking forward to Toifu's panel, actually.
Yeah, me too.
Or whatever they're doing.
Yeah, they're doing that on a Friday. It's on the same time as showing the movie, so I can see that. I can watch Transformers 1. I've got it right here. I can watch it anytime I like.
I've got it too. I mean, I also did see it at the cinema, but I just thought,
Yeah, fair enough. If you want to go do that,
Raymond says, Tony, if that's the Transformers the movie reconstructed DVD, please note the middle 2 pages of that booklet.
No, that's not the reconstructed one. I have it somewhere. Go on, carry on. I'll find it. Carry on, John.
All right. Andy Prime says, I have her on a postcard and Wheeljack actor as well. Oh, nice. Raymond, once we loved dinosaurs, who are now we are dinosaurs. That's
Silence.
Yep.
G1 Triptychon is the most valuable toy to me. Nice one.
Oh yeah, I like Triptychon too.
Graham, my G1 Soundwave is mine. Got him for my on my 10th birthday. Best toy I ever got. Nice. Love it.
100%
Adam,
agree.
I saw the Naked Man. It was hilarious. Unfortunately, I missed that. I literally missed that by about 5 minutes. I literally went up to bed and then I found out about it the next day, and I literally missed it by about 5 minutes. And I was like, shit. Rema says, my Transformers Vault book that contains over 60 autographs, pure for the stories I have with collecting them. Nice.
Yeah, mine is the same.
Sammy, Power Master Optimus Prime that I got when I was 7 years old will always be a big part of my life. Fantastic.
Yeah, I never actually had any Transformers as a kid because I was never really into it. I never
Oh shit!
until I got like, Sky TV and stuff, and they had I think the first thing I saw was like Beast Wars, and I remember watching. I think it was Robots in Disguise was on Fox Kids. I think Armada was on Fox Kids. I remember seeing bits of it. You know, when I was a kid, it was Power Rangers.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't watch a lot of Transformers till late. I mean, obviously, Beast Wars was my first when I was about 5 or 6 years old. When Beast Wars aired, that was my first like iteration of Transformers per se that I watched as a kid. But I was a bit older when then obviously I watched all the Armada stuff, Unicorn Soldier stuff.
Shit.
Tony's killing himself.
Yes, it looks like it. It's funny.
All right, carry on.
Anyway,
Carry on.
let's do it. There we go. Adam White says he did a police academy and thought he was good to going to the bathroom. Oh, yeah, that's when Sam, I think. Yes. Apart from meeting you guys, the Stan Bush concert was the best. Yes, it was. It was a flipping great year, that was. Adam White, to show just how much time has changed, the huge Auto Assembly 2010 had 502 attendees. And yeah, it felt like the biggest event, and we could imagine seeing. Now it's like over 1,000 people a year now. It's like, I mean, it's almost like thinking to yourself in a way, is TFNation outgrowing the Hilton? And obviously, I know there has been discussions and discussions about possible future new homes for TFNation in the future. If it does get, because at the end of the day, they've got to, like I say, like last year they had to cap the attendance on a Saturday for the first time for safety reasons, which I understand. This year they are approaching almost a sellout, and they've never sold out ever.
Yep.
So like they've only, they had to enforce a cap last year, but this time they're actually coming up to a whole sellout. Which is just, yeah. So it's just making you think, like, is TFNation outgrowing the Hilton, and what do you think the possibility of the future could be for TFNation? Like, I mean, I know there's only, yeah. No, nice.
Yeah, in the book, our very own Raymond T. How very nice.
But yeah, it's interesting because it's like I know there's like only one other hotel that can situate TFNation, and I think it's in London, and it's another Hilton.
But
But the problem is
thing-
London's
thing
too far
is-
and it's too expensive for people.
Yeah.
well, no, the thing is, if TFNation gets any bigger, I think it will lose the community sense, and it'll become like, like the MCMs and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah,
I
but
think
I'm just saying it's just as it's like getting unprecedented amount of attendance, and it's getting to the point where they have to enforce caps.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Stuff like that.
I agree that. But again, you've got the now at the point where keep it as it is, and people are, they're going to sell out, and people aren't going to be able to make it. But the other side of the coin, though, is if you start making it bigger, it becomes MCM, and then it loses the whole. I've seen how big those things are, and you'll lose the community sense.
Yeah. No, I completely agree with what you're saying. It's just like it's a very delicate thing. It
is, yeah. You've got to.
It's
really
a very
draw
delicate
the
thing.
line
Is that,
somewhere.
yeah, I mean, like we say, like we've been discussing, is like the community side of it is very important to a lot of us, and it would be even though you've got to understand is that you've got to think about safety, you've got to think about crowd safety, which is what it is. It's crowd safety, and you got to understand is that. It's eventually TFNation. I can see it's eventually going to get too big for the Hilton.
It is, yeah.
And it's already getting that way now.
1,000.
So you got to think about what the potential could be for.
The only thing I can think of them doing is opening the Friday night, making the Friday night the Saturday, if you know what I mean. So instead of having, it is 3 days. On Friday, you've got the whole, got panels on, and you've got the film on, and all that sort of stuff. Yeah. I think that, to make it bigger than it is now, but to keep it the community side, they might have to make Friday, up in the dealer's room on a Friday as well as Saturday. I think they're going to have to keep, because people, might not be able to get weekend off, but maybe to do Friday. So there's that sort of stuff as well. I mean, I'm not putting words into Billy's mouth here, but that's something at least considering. But I don't think they'll do that. And I don't think it will, unless they cap it at 50, they might need a new place, which is fine. But again, if you want to keep it at the Hilton, you might have to do, go on a Wednesday to have the community night, and then Thursday be Friday night, Saturday, and then just have 2 Saturday nights, Friday and Saturday, and then Sunday is normal. It's a way of doing it, but it swings and roundabouts. Like you say, it's either going to become too big for its own britches, MCM, and then lose the community part of it, and then I think a lot of people will stop going because of that.
Yeah. I agree with what you're saying. It's just that it makes you wonder. Just like, I know they've discussed all this, and obviously when they do that Q&A thing at the end called meet the team thing right at the very end before the closing ceremony, and they've actually discussed this. They've actually been asked a question of like, would it move into the NEC? They have considered that as an idea, but yet they've the TFN guys behind the scenes have literally said just what we're saying right now is. They don't want to lose that community feel.
Yeah.
And even though there is only one other option that could situate TFNation, and that's the Hilton in London.
They are doing the mini-cons as well. So, there are options. If you can't make the big one, there is the mini-con, and they do get some guests there and that. So I'm just looking at the HMV receipt. I keep all receipts for it every time I buy a DVD. Have a guess what year I bought this. The reconstructed one. Just guess.
1986?
No, it's on DVD in bed. All right, I'll put you on misery. 2005. So this DVD is 20 years old. This DVD is older than my nephew.
Good God.
Gesundheit. Sorry, yeah, I'm disabled. I've derailed it there. Sorry, yeah, I'll just look at the receipt.
No, that's fine.
I
think DVDs I bought. I got my first DVD in 2002 when I got a PlayStation.
Yeah,
when I got a PS2. So
I've got the UMD around here somewhere as well, but I don't have a PSP to play it on. But I've got the UMD because it was going cheap, and I thought, well,
I can confirm we are almost at the end of the comments.
Yay! Oh, keep going. Let's not derail it. Keep going.
Let's go then. Sammy says, "Hey Lawrence."
Hi. How are you?
Hey, Sammy.
He says, "I was wondering when you'd get on this."
I know. I sincerely apologise for my very late. Basically, I got home from a day in Leicester, and I got home an hour before we were due to start. So I just lay on my bed, and I didn't get much sleep last night. And next thing I know, so I didn't set an alarm, and I went out cold.
I've done that before, yeah.
So, but at least I'm glad I'm here now.
Yeah, that's fine. As long as you made it, that's the main thing. Raymond says next year, Vince DiCola.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be
very cool. Frank was also Uni in Dungeons and Dragons.
And Peter Cullen was the voice of Venger.
Yeah, and there we go. We're now finally all caught up.
No, we are. There's still some more.
Hang on.
Need to refresh, I think.
Is he?
Yeah, still coming through as well.
The hell
He's got Raymond T. It says his turn's still alive.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Just barely, yeah.
John, is Lizzie?
You what?
Lizzie?
You what?
Is Lizzie on the chat?
Oh, no.
I think she said she wasn't actually coming to the con, but she might come to the hotel for a day.
Yeah, she said that to me. Yeah, she's going to pop in, but she's not going to con. And I'm like, but you're here, you may as well. But
anyway. Ryan's on. He's talking about UK PonyCon. Obviously, I'm not going to PonyCon at all this year. Lawrence is.
It's
too early for me.
Sam and I are going. Oh,
not me.
No, the fake Sam.
But the thing is, that all the tickets are already sold out for that.
Yeah, this was what he's talking about. He's saying since PonyCon has sold out already, do you have special guests will not be as good? I don't know. I mean, they haven't announced any guests yet, and I would have thought if there was any guests, they've been announced a bit before now. I think it's a bit too. Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen for guests. I mean, apparently it almost got cancelled this year.
The thing is with it is it's easier to get to than Nottingham. I mean, for me, it takes goodness knows how long with multiple transportation. That's the reason why I've never been.
Yeah. I mean, like I say, apparently they tried to go back to where they usually go in Nottingham, which is the university. They tried to get back there again, but for this year's. But apparently there was another event on over the same dates.
Yeah.
So they were trying to find a new place to host it, and they almost cancelled it for this year. But they managed to find the convention centre in the heart of Birmingham, so it's going to be there. But yeah, it's actually all sold out. PonyCon this year for the first time.
Oh, I know. All sold out last year, but that's partly, I think, the reason for that is because they at the last minute they announced Ashley Ball.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I don't think because like last year they had a big problem because of Ashley Ball in attendance, and I'm not surprised. But to be quite honest with you, I think not having guests this year is a good idea because they can actually give themselves more of a chance to come up with a better strategy, because it was a bloody abysmal when literally I was altogether I was 5 hours queuing to meet her. 5 hours, and that's over 5 hours.
See, that comes back to TFN getting too big. I don't want to be spending 5 hours in a queue to meet a voice actor. There's not. You know what I mean? That's not what that's not what I want to do. I mean, I don't mind 30 minutes, an hour at most. I mean, if you time it right, you can just get them just before they leave for the panels anyway. But yeah, that I don't want TFN to be like that, because waiting 5 hours in a queue to meet somebody is just no. You know, I mean, you know what I mean? It's ridiculous.
Yeah, not obviously. Just going subject as we had the experience. See, the thing is, at PonyCon on the Saturday morning, the first thing I did after the opening ceremony was head straight for the queue to meet Ashley Ball, and I was still in the queue for over an hour. But as I say, we all witnessed people getting really distressed, and they were having issues, and
there was people having like anxiety breakdowns because they were like surrounded by loads of people, and also kind of like there was a disabled guy that literally wet himself because he couldn't help it. But
like, because I'm gonna say you can't, because I think I know obviously the people who have like the disability sort of access can jump, can jump the queue. There is a queue for people with requirements. If you put down with your ticket that you need assistance.
Yeah,
but still, I mean, waiting 5 hours, especially if somebody's disabled, and that's just not. I mean, okay, I get it. The actress is there signing autographs. Imagine it for 5 hours she's signing autographs. So it works both ways. I mean, I guess there's no way around it. Unless you do it in stages where
I know. I mean, Ashley, bless her, like she stayed on while the closing ceremony was on. She added time. She added time onto every. She reduced her break times, and she stayed and signed as many and took as many photos, and she answered questions.
Yeah, she was great, Ashley, to be honest. She was a real trooper. I mean, she really cares for the fans. I mean, you can tell. It's just, unfortunately, it's one of them. I mean, like I said, the convention had to enforce a break. That's why, because when Ashley was there, Ashley Ball, we went up. We were waiting about, I think, waiting like 2 hours at this point. So it was about 2 hours waiting. And we literally get right to the front. We're literally the person just before the one at the front. We were literally I could literally reach out and touch her, kind of thing. I was that close. And the line right there, and it says, right, we have to enforce a break because she's already gone over the hours, so we had to enforce a break. So she apologised, and we were told to come back a bit later, and we were given something kind of like a fast track thing to we were literally the next in the
queue where it was, sort of thing.
Yeah, so we did. So we went away. I went and got something to eat quickly, and about an hour or so later, we went back, and we were waiting again for another 3 hours. And it was literally through the greatness of one individual, one of the volunteers. She saw people that should have been in front of the queue as priority, and she single-handedly, like, everyone else were literally like sleeping and like didn't know what to do. They were like in a daze with themselves. And this one lass on her own, she was fantastic, absolutely fantastic. And she literally single-handedly sorted out the queue situation. Everyone that was fast-tracked that was there before got sorted within about half an hour of her sorting it out. She was really good at what she did. The problem is the reason why the queue situation was so bad, and we were waiting like altogether 5 hours, was because there was one queue that everybody had to queue to buy a token to go to see which guest you want to see, right? Then the whole idea was, the stupid thing was, you had to then queue to get a ticket and then leave that queue and join an even bigger queue to meet the guest of honor that you wish to choose. And I was like, what's the point of queuing to buy and then queue again in an even longer queue? And that's what was causing the problem. So what you should do is, what the system should have been is you queue, buy your ticket, you wait there, go see guest. It makes it so much quicker. But they didn't have that. They didn't think of that. So.
Or a potential other option is you could pre-book your ticket when you buy your con ticket.
Yeah.
And have it as part of you. Have it as part of you. And have it as you with your con ticket.
Yeah, like I say, there is ways that they could get around it. It's just unfortunately because Ashley Ball was actually a last minute she was a last minute thing, and they because Ashley Ball is very big within the MLP thing, and she was incredibly popular, and literally they could not deal with it. The people that were running the queue. People that were running the queue for the autographs, they could not deal with it. They just could not deal with it. And there was only one person that was working the queues that had a bit of gumption to her. When one guy, he literally walked away from one guy that was doing the money handling for the tokens. He literally thought it was a good idea to literally walk away from the table with the bloody money box open for people to take the money.
Yeah, just because he got so overwhelmed and.
Yeah, it's just like it was like, yeah, it's unprofessional, really.
I understand.
I mean, I've seen it at Star Trek conventions and Buffy convention. I mean, I was at a Buffy convention back in like 2002, I want to say, and we was having to get a train, and our train was leaving in about 40 minutes, and the queue was fucking out the door, and it didn't seem to move for about half an hour. And I said to one of the guys, I said, look, I want my autographs. I said, I've got to leave from a train in 20 minutes. Luckily, I'm in the train station only down the road, but still, when we leave in TFN, you know what I say to you, we like to get to the station after, at least an hour before we go. We can chill out and sit and have something to eat and stuff.
Yeah.
And I said to the guy, I said, look, is there any way we can push in? I said, I don't mean to be rude, but I know these people have been waiting as long as us, but I've literally got to go. Sometimes a bit of cheek helps, and they said, oh, yeah, we'll put you in next. I went, cheers, thank you very much. And luckily did, got the autographs we wanted, and on. But yeah, and I've been to Star Trek conventions where they've had allocations for pass tickets. So if you've got your ticket number, say like 1 to 100, you wait at this time, 101 to 200, at this time, and so on. That can wait. That can work, but then you also relying on you've got to be near to when they call your number out as well. So you've got to.
That'd be chaos of people moving in and out, all about kind of thing. Because
I mean, it can work if done right, but still there is that. Yeah, it's just a case of. I mean, you don't want to turn anybody away either. It's a very difficult situation, but yeah, I don't. And that's what TFN potentially could become in the future. You've missed, say for example, they do that, and Frank Welker and Pete Cullen there, and you've got to wait 5 hours for Frank, then another 5 for Pete, and then you've missed the dealer's room. The dealer's room's shut by the time you've come out, and it's I can see that.
Yeah. Well, we're finally all caught up with the chats. We've still got 7 people watching right now, but I think it is probably about what time are we on? Oh, it's 20 to 11. I actually thought it was later than that. I thought it was a bit. But unfortunately, I don't think we're going to get Sam or Gareth back. Both had connection problems. That's why they're not here. We're coming over 3 hours now since we went live. So I'm thinking of calling it a night. What do you think?
Yeah,
because I've got videos to edit.
Yeah. That's fine. I mean, like I say, I can see real Sam. She's tired. So, but anyway, it's been a good stream. It's been a good fun. I just want to say a huge thank you to everybody that has been in the chat.
Sorry, Andy Prams just thought you might be watching Arcane.
Yeah, probably is. But yeah, I just want to say a huge thank you to everybody that's in the chat. Literally, this has been the busiest chat that I've had to try and manage in the history of that I've been doing these. I mean, this is, I think, the 4th in a row that I've done as a TFN live stream, pre-live stream. This has been the busiest. I mean, at the strongest point, I think there was like nearly 20 people watching live. Even during the whole Transformers the show, doing a stream as well. But yeah, so huge thank you to everybody that has been watching. Thank you for the support. To those of you that are going to TFN and are going to be there next week, this next weekend. I hope to see you there. If you see me walking about, please come and say hello. It's going to be a great time. Very much looking forward to it. And that's going to be my closing words. Anybody else like to say anything before we go?
Thank you everyone, and once again I do apologise for my very late arrival to the stream, but I'm thankful to have joined. Say if you see me at TFN, those of you that'll be there, if you see me, please feel free to say hi and we can have a little chat.
Yeah, exactly.
And I say this every year. I mean, I will be firmly entrenched in the bar, most likely, when I'm not buying and not paneling, but I'll be in the bar probably somewhere. Come and say hi. I'm people who knows people, and I'll introduce you to other people, and just come and say hi. And I say this every year. So I've got to do a pre-TFN video as well, but I'll say it here first. The nature of the beast is I can't get to everybody. If you stop me in the corridor and I say I'll come back later, and if I don't, please don't take it any other thing than I just didn't get time to come back to find you. That's the only thing, because you know what it's like. It's like, John, you get stopped by somebody, you talk for an hour, and you've missed the panel you wanted to go see, and you didn't realise. Yeah. It happens, and it's no disrespect to anyone. If I don't get back to you, please don't think I'm an asshole or anything. Well, I am an asshole, but not a proper asshole.
It is pretty near on impossible to get around everybody. I mean, this is one thing that I want to try and improve on a little bit in future TFNs, is like capturing more moments by like taking pictures with people, because I notice, because I'm living the moment. I'm in the moment.
You don't tend to take photos, do you? I'm the same.
Even though I love taking photos, I love taking selfies with people, but I only managed to probably get about a handful with people.
I took nearly 150 last year.
Yeah, it's something I want to try and work on, try and get as many pictures as I can. I know some people are a bit shy around selfies and exposing themselves online and stuff, but the fact is, everyone's got the right to say no if they wish not to, but that's fine. But it's just, that's one thing I want to try and work on. I know it's impossible to get around everybody, but I want to try and definitely get more pictures with people, and definitely try and get some more group shots, because everyone else seems to get group shots and I don't. But it's one of them.
Yeah, like I said, if I see you in the corridor and I say, look, I ain't got time, I'm doing this, I'm going to this panel, blah blah blah, please don't take offence by that. Come and find me in the bar, and we'll have a sit down, we'll have a chat.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah. What's that? When did that happen?
That happened when I think it was Matt Grant. He put a coin on John's head, and I just managed to get the back part where he's smacking his head. I didn't get the beginning part. John said, "Smacking his head."
Get it off.
Yeah.
I can't believe you fell for that. Come on.
I was a bit inebriated at that point.
I think very is not a bit. I think it's very.
That's probably the reason why smacking my head like that is why I woke up and couldn't remember my jeans. It's probably the same morning. That was probably
destroyed the last remaining brain cell.
Literally slapped my freaking brain apart. Anyway. Anyway, do you want to say anything, Real Sam, before we go? No? Okay.
You'll be able to find me anyway because of this little fella here.
Yes.
Yes. That's
if you see Real Sam with the little jazz there, by all means, go and say hello. I mean, like I said, there's a hell of a lot of first timers going this year, which is cool.
I've got to fix his neck because he's very floppy at the moment.
Yeah, say
I love jazz too. Sorry, Lawrence, go on.
I've had the experience of being first timers, so.
Yeah, I mean, as I said, everyone's got first time going to things, but yeah, I mean, this year though, I mean, in the people going to TFNation group, I reached out and I asked a question, and a lot of people are going for the first time this year, which is really cool. So, Yeah, I mean, like I say, if anybody's been watching this that are going for the first time this year, by all means, come and say hello. I mean, if you're one of these people that find socialising difficult, by all means, come and say hello, and I'm happy to introduce you to people if I'm, you know, if I'm able to. But like Tony said, you know, if I don't. If I'm like, you know, rushing by or something like that, and I only say talk to you for 5 minutes, that doesn't mean anything personal against you or anything. It's just, it's very difficult to keep tabs on people.
Yeah, it's the
especially
nature.
because, like I say, you've got a mixture of attendees that go to TFNation. You've got your full-on weekenders like us, then you've got dayers, and then you've got there for just Saturday, Sunday, and people go home on 5 o'clock on a Sunday. So it's kind of like trying to clock people with different, like, you know what I mean, like, you know, trying to clock people is very difficult to try and get around everybody, because some people only go up for like a couple hours on the Saturday or Sunday. It's like same with like George and Ray. I've not had a conversation with either of those two every time they've been, and they're only there for like 2 or 3 hours and they're gone.
Yeah, they pop in and out like a queue.
Yeah, it's just impossible to keep tabs on everybody. Yeah. But anyway, so
before we go, Sam, you'll appreciate it. This is my ringtone at the moment. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But anyways,
you say that actually, it was quite funny because the Japanese theme tune for Car Robots starts off with a siren, because obviously it's convoy coming in. I had that as my ringtone for a certain person that I'm not going to name on stream. I was sitting on the bus coming back from one of the towns, and that ringtone ran off in my pocket. The amount of people that turned and stared at me because my phone was doing a fire brigade siren. And I just went, I need to change the ringtone.
Well, before we all go then, I think we should, because I'm going to plug my channel. I'm sorry, I'm going to do it. So if you want to find me, and, well, before I do that, like I say about first timers, the reason I do my do's and don'ts is because somebody this year will be their first time. Every year is somebody's first time, and it's lessons that I've learned, lessons that other people have learned, and I've put them into my videos and just gone, right, if you can do this, you'll save money, you'll have food and all that sort of stuff. Because it is annoying when you think, oh, I've got bought all this stuff, and then gone, oh shit, I've got no money for food, you know. And it's happened to us all, hasn't it? You know, it's happened to us all. And so that's why I do the videos. And I have had people come up to me and say, thank you for those, you know, the really good videos. And I cover things that other channels don't necessarily cover. And I'm not knocking that. It's not a, you should watch my channel. It's none of that. I mean, you should watch my channel anyway, but it's none of that. It's people that you forget things like packing your stuff, you know, making sure you've got enough room in your suitcase for any purchases. You know, it's that sort of stuff that people don't necessarily go into these things. And I've had people come up to me and go, oh, that was good advice. Thank you. And I don't do it for any gratification or anything, although I like it. It's fine. But I do it because I've learnt those lessons. I've learnt the hard way. So, you know, and then I'm like, well, I'm using my advice to somebody who's never been before and don't know what to do. And, you know, because like I say, a lot of the time is, you know, you sat there and you think, well, I bought all this stuff, and you go, shit, how am I getting it up? You know, it does happen. Still happens to me every year. I go, how am I getting that home? You know, going back to Jermaine, you know, these brave Macs, you know, but you know, a lot of these people don't cover this stuff. It's like, well, enjoy the con, and there's food, and there's this, and there's that, but packing your stuff to come home, and you know, it's all good. It's all good. Also, as well, I will plug my channel. I am Sam with SG1. You can find me on all the social medias at Sam with SG1. On Facebook, I am, I think it's Spaceships and Robots. I think is if you put that into the search, you'll find me. I'm Sam with SG1, and I'm here. And hit that notification bell to tell me I've got new videos out every Thursday and Saturday. Sorry, I've got to do my plug for my channel. And I'm doing well. I've got 1,206 subscribers. Woo!
yeah. What about you, Lawrence? Where can we find you on
You can
socials
find
and stuff?
Lawrence Simpson. Lawrence S 1990. You can find me Lawrence S 1990. My profile picture is me with a Mandalorian helmet.
Cool. How about you, Sam? Or do you do anything?
on my TikTok, I have the same name. You can find me on TikTok as well.
Nice one.
I don't really update my things. I mean, I used to do YouTube videos years and years ago. I think the last one I did was 2011. But if you want to go see them, it's Silvermoon 1981. Shush, fine. It's the same on basically my YouTube. No, not my YouTube. My username is the same on everything. So it's Silvermoon 1981 on YouTube, Instagram, and I got rid of the platform that won't be named, but Blue Sky, it's not that. I think it's called Echo Flare, I think, because I was planning on selling some of these things. So.
Oh, right, okay.
He's drunk.
Jazz is tired and drunk. That's
and I was the one working. Blimey.
That's fake Sam at TFN. You'll find him in the chair.
Yeah.
Saying that, did you see the picture I took one time? He was sitting on the table. Someone had bought a beer, and there was this picture of him sitting on the table with a beer in front of him, hugging it.
Yes, yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Literally, I mean, the amount of times that I've just been kind of like minding my own business, and he's just been sat like to the right, left of me, or the right of me, and I could just see my peripheral vision, him just going.
Yeah.
I
said you used to do it at your house. You used to be at your house doing it. Going.
I know.
But I'm when I get like that though, I go. My brain goes, just go bed, just go fucking sleep. You know, you could do this tomorrow. You know, I'm of an age now where I'm like, ooh, bed. You know. I'm coming home from work one day and I was absolutely knackered. I'm like, I'm going out. But when I got home, so literally come home, shower, something to eat, out again. And I come home and I'm stood looking at my bed going, but my bed is right there. It's just there. I could just get in, you know. Because I mean,
thing is, nowadays, Sam's not fake Sam. He's usually the first one to retire out of everybody. I think.
Yeah. Whereas me, I'm usually good till about 4 o'clock in the morning, so I'm usually all right. But then my brain will just go. I mean,
I try to go as far as I can. I mean, I know I shouldn't really do this because it's not very good for your health, but there are some, like, usually if it's the Friday night into the Saturday, I usually try to do like the whole night right until like early hours and just going for the breakfast. But with me at the Moxie now, I'm eventually going to have to leave the Hilton bar at some point.
I've come to the conclusion now in the last sort of few years is, you know, when I'm feeling tired Thursday, go to bed. Right, yeah. Whatever time it is. I think last year I stayed up quite a lot, but the year before I think it was like 11:30. I'm like, no, I'm tired. I need my bed. I need sleep. So I went to bed, and then I'm fresh Friday morning, and then that's because you know Friday night is the night in it nowadays.
Yeah,
and then I'm fresh for the weekend, and then, but also as well, if you like alcohols, like a certain person in this stream. That maybe pointed to you know.
Subtle.
No, subtle. If you're going, I'm a pisshead. That's subtle. But no, I've learned that if you go to bed, if you're a bit drunk, drink as much water as you can get. Now, this is advice: as much water as you can get, and then you're not quite as hungover in the morning. But then when you have your bacon sandwich or your full English, that should cure it. You know, I'm not condoning drinking. It's just a thing that happens for me. You know, it's not big and it's not clever, but it is a lot of fun.
Well, I think that's on that bombshell. I think it's time to go. But yeah, I just want to say again very quickly before we sign on off, thank you to everybody that's been in the comments in the chat. Thank you so much, and those of you that are going to TF Nation, hope to see you there.
See you next week.
I'd also, see you next week. I also like to say a big thank you to the two that aren't here right now. To Sam, Jose Firestorm, the fake Sam, and also Gareth. I just want to say a big thank you to Gareth for joining us tonight, and to Sam for joining us. Thank you so much to Real Sam and to Lawrence for joining as well, and also to the Soundwave. To Tony. So thank you to all of you for joining me this tonight, and thank you to everybody in the chat. So let me just, Sammy, I'm going to head off to bed now, guys, and it's been a great live stream. See you beautiful people next week. Yep, see you soon. And Raymond's back. Bye-bye.
See you in 5 days, 16 hours, 2 minutes, and 34 seconds.
Andy Brown says, see you all Friday. And Lawrence has just buggered off.
Lawrence is not.
So see you all Friday. Yeah, but anyway, so thank you so much. Thank you to Lawrence. Thank you to Real Sam, Silvermoon. Thank you to Tony. Thank you to everybody. Take care of yourselves. See you next week. And bye-bye for now.
Bye-bye.